you think happened to your hands?
I don't know. I'm saying that I'm being charged with homicide.
Well, we're investigating it.
It was Kevin's idea, and it was talked about after we were having relations.
When did this start to change?
It all started not with, but with massages.
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
All the time.
Family secrets often remain hidden in the innermost areas of the home, away from prying eyes. But what happens when the loss of a life leads the cops to unearth sick family secrets that leave everyone mortified?
Picked her up and she wasn't breathing and she just stopped breathing and I don't know what the going on. I was inside.
You go inside and what do you see?
I seen flies come out of like flies in her mouth.
Like I didn't beat my kids. I don't know who beats my kids, but it's not me. Please, if I go back to jail, I'm not getting out.
Here are the times when cops find out sick family secrets that lead to disturbing. To begin, let us look into this case about a money-hungry woman who took her mother's life for personal gain.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
Carol, obviously something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us.
These towels, there's in here, she's in there.
She's in the house?
Oh, she's in there.
On January the 22nd, 2020, the concerned grandson of 69-year-old Patricia Benet, John Benet, reached out to the police to conduct a welfare check on her after he had been unable to reach her for well over a month. Following the complaint, officers visited the elderly woman's home, where she resided with her 50-year-old daughter, Carol Ray.
Grandma's Patricia. Mom is Carol. Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 or something like that with Dr. Topazula.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe on, no, she writes it down on, with Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
my
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been staying over at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So
she's back here though, staying here primarily now?
Clothes. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, the reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Roseville Police Department today about it. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my older son John.
Okay.
And he borrows a lot of money from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he didn't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, so she got pissy about that. Now call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
Right.
Okay. My mom.
How old's your mom?
I said she's 69 this year.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, if you want to see where her clothes are and everything. You want to show us? I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here. Yep, we would let Natalie sleep in this bedroom since Grandma B spent the night right with so that she can have her stuff on. All my mom's stuff.
And all her clothes are in there?
All my mom's stuff is right there. Fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay. All right. We're good. We get the call, and then there's one side of the story, and then there's the other. So if he's got everyone worked out, like he said, he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
After speaking with Carol, police officers contacted the hospital where she alleged that her mother had visited for treatment. The hospital's confirmation that Patricia never came in would be the first of many lies that made Carol a prime suspect in her mother's disappearance.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was literally
that's
2 minutes ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
You know?
Your grandmother, what?
Our grandma raised us.
Raised you, okay. Okay.
So, generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's been in and out of our
where
life.
she's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in our life.
And I just don't want my grandma to be passed away and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick. And my grandma doesn't want to know. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing one. Sorry.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma has fraudulent
police reports on her.
Yeah, police reports on her.
When was it done?
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
A couple years ago?
back.
Okay. And what happened to those charges?
I think my grandma decided to not pursue them
Okay.
fully. They had, like, to lock her up because that's her daughter, but...
I'm not trying to get her in trouble, but why would you keep lying? But so that's why I'm thinking that nothing's adding up. My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sending cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
As time passed, officers became more certain that Patricia's disappearance was a result of foul play, and her daughter Carol was at the top of their suspect list. To gain a better idea of the kind of person Carol was, the cops brought in her son and ex, with whom she shared a daughter.
We're just going to record you and I.
Alright.
Alright? So when did you physically last see your grandmother eye to eye?
Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina Thanksgiving, so didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her. I've been calling her and asking her to call me. I need to hear your voice, or have my mom have you call me. I need to hear your voice, or I'm going to do a welfare check. I threatened that a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yesterday I just cracked and finally called it in.
And now you haven't had any voice contact with her since Thanksgiving?
Somebody's been texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the words they use is not how my grandma talks.
When was the last time you saw Carol?
Last time I saw Carol, period.
Not Carol, Patricia.
Oh, okay. I'm like every time I drop my daughter.
yeah. We're like Patricia.
Patricia.
Contact with Patricia, yes.
Yeah. It was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message the other day stating that she was sorry for holding up Carol. Carol and my daughter were supposed to hang out because it was my birthday this weekend. Game around 6 o'clock, I started texting her. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, it's my birthday. We were supposed to be celebrating it and blah, blah, blah.
Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating on Sunday, your birthday.
Right, and then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says, sorry, I'm holding her up, signing over the cars and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she get that stuff fined Monday. It gets kind of, when Carol types, a lot of times it comes up kind of misspelled. It's because she doesn't wear her glasses and stuff like that.
The only contact that you've had with her was from
a random message, and she said that she was with my aunt. So I did some research. I went there today and spoke with my aunt. She hasn't spoken with my grandma since 2015, and she was messaging me today while we were there with the cops, saying that she was home, and messaging my dad that she was home when we know she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshotted them all and sent me those messages.
Okay, can you email those to me?
One thing I do know, and I mean, in this type of situation, I would hope it's more true than it is the other, is I've known Carol since I've been 20. I mean, like, bold-faced, like, you can show her, like, here's a picture of you, and I have. Here's a picture of you doing this, and da-da. It's not me. I mean, so she's always been a chronic liar, like, especially when she's off her meds. Because she does take lots of medicine, longer than I think even we were together. I mean, I'm sure you can get her list of medicines that she was taking, but I guess she lost her therapist, so she has not had medicine for the last couple months. And when that happens, things get kind of wonky with her.
Many other conversations?
I've been calling the house phone, social media, off of like Messenger, calling her that way, texting her. nothing. And then on 12th of January, my mom texted me off her phone saying, Grandma B is sleeping, getting over pneumonia here. I was like, have her call me. I need to hear her voice. She never does this. She always calls me. And there was no response.
It wasn't normal for a son to accuse his own mother of such a heinous crime, but John seemed pretty confident that Carol was up to no good, and following the interrogation, officers paid Carol one more visit to clear all doubts.
Hello.
Hi again. Hi. Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but...
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information, that's fine.
The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
With cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzo is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your daughter's name?
That's Allison.
Addison.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, so just getting conflicting information from...
That's a nice balloon.
Well, it's because
Can I see it? Oh, thank you.
I can't keep all of it. Woods Cardiovascular is where she's been treated.
Yeah?
So
Is where she's been treated for a long time with Dr.
And how did she get there? And how did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today...
And sometimes her neighbor across the street.
How did she get there today, though?
I believe her sister.
Her sister?
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number?
I don't talk with my aunt or my uncle.
Well, last night,
Okay.
She stayed over there.
when the officer came here, she did not speak directly to her.
No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt's. She was here right before last.
Is that your phone?
She was here. Yes, that's the one I just gave you.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady
I
is.
understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
That's
Okay?
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic divorce situation and CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're not,
this
yeah,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car, for my son's car.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah?
I mean, I can show you a picture of my daughter and my mom.
She's
sitting on the
sending
couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
Yeah. And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
Can I turn this back on to her?
Yeah.
You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually... Oh.
You want to put it on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot. I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club. It was like
it possible
11:45, 11:50.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John? Directly.
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face, so that they're at ease.
She's not answering.
We're sending messages to
Do
each
you
other.
want to call her again?
And people are just concerned.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was talking, you were talking, the phone was ringing. What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do with her and John, though.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm getting stuck in the middle of it.
Yes, and so are we.
So are we, and we have to figure. We have
trying
to
to get
see her. You want to just try to call her again? What's the doctor's office she's at?
What's cardio? No, the Weber Cancer Center is behind Macomb Hospital.
When the hospital yet again confirmed that Patricia never came in, officers knew that they were being played, and it was time to involve detectives.
Grandson doesn't live here.
Okay.
It's the son of her. If this does go downhill and she starts making any admissions, let's stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do for the house. But if she starts,
Do you want to do a consent to search first, so we can gather it from the house first? Does she have consent?
yeah, let's start out with that.
She's already let me go through the house.
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the
Cars,
garage.
check the cars.
No, I just went through the house. It's good to South County, so she's at her break-in.
Okay.
She's Detective Gerowitz.
Excuse me.
Hi. So we're gonna, I mean, if you don't mind, we'll get consent from you to search the house to see if there's anything that would lead us to think of who she may have went with to help you out, figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell you otherwise, right? You're under the impression she was supposed to be with her sister.
Yes.
That's what she told you.
Yeah.
Who lives in the house?
I do. My mom and this little girl for her over.
Has she done this in the past?
My mom doesn't tell anybody what she does.
But your son seemed pretty concerned that she was in here.
My son John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells you that she's with her sister.
That's got me.
That's concerning, correct?
That's got me worried. I'm not worried, but aggravated.
She's not answering her phone calls. The people that she says she's with, she's not.
Mm-hmm. That's got me aggravated. Because
I won't feel right if I leave this house without looking for anything that can point us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do my job properly and make sure that, and I guarantee when she walks back in this door and she finds out that I searched for her stuff to help try to find her, she's probably going to be okay with it because that's what most people will be okay with, correct?
I'll open up her bedroom door so you can see her stuff or whatever. I'll unlock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
Okay.
There's all of her things.
Okay. When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush, a bag of clothes, like she was spending the night anywhere?
Well, she's a personal thing for holding things.
Yeah, does she normally sleep over people's house without,
Well, she does. She did this time. And she has in the past. There's puzzles.
so she does have,
she's doing.
obviously, medical issues.
Oh, yeah, she's got medical issues for a while. She takes
What I'm saying is that that's also, when we're looking at somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen when she's had COPD, she's had a stroke already. You understand, she's
out there.
You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are.
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours. But now I'm frazzled because she's lied to me about talking to my and I don't know why she would do that.
So, I mean, we're concerned because your mom left, but she didn't even pack a bag to go, you know.
For an overnight, she probably won't. Even when she came out to my trailer that I was remodeling up on Hall Road.
So for like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes, underwear?
Have any teeth?
With multiple sources disproving Carol's claim about Patricia's whereabouts, it became evident to the cops that she was concealing something sinister.
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell you. We need you to tell us exactly what happened.
Your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add up.
Let's through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me, that she left here.
All right, listen to me.
A few things.
You're lying a lot, okay? I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying, okay? Well, I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly, okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol, she hasn't been in this house in 2 months, 3 months.
She has. She's got dirty clothes in the laundry room. She's got clean clothes hanging right there.
What does that have to do with anything? That's neither here nor there.
I mean,
what's going on? What's going on in your life
her hair
that we have to
in
be?
the bathroom.
Yeah, that's odd because she left for the night. Wouldn't she want to brush her hair in the morning?
Despite Carol refusing to grant the officers permission to search the property, they were 2 steps ahead and got consent from Carol's boyfriend, Ricky, who was also a legal occupant.
Boyfriend's here.
Just want to look up here real quick.
You open that?
Should fit in here.
I mean,
Ooh, bloody.
oh, all right.
What'd you say?
Bloody towels. There's shit in here. She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
Open it up. Let's see.
Hook them
Well, hold
up.
on. I don't know. Hold on. Well, hold on.
I don't know. I'm not just.
What?
Nah. I don't. He's looking. He's looking at. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. And it stinks like a body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
You gotta get the search warrant up.
Huh? For what?
If it's in there, Bodycam wants us.
For what?
If there's
We're searching for the
There's a
body.
bloody
Yes,
pillow.
if
There's a
there's
bloody
one
pillow in here. Sorry?
Yeah, there's a body in there.
Yep.
Where?
You see the legs from the far corner.
Okay.
Close back.
Alright.
Sure. I'll go get the thing up there.
Somebody said he was back here. So he needs to. Everybody needs to.
Exactly.
That's a boyfriend. He just showed up. We've been looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lieutenant. I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So that's kind of where we're at.
All right. We hook her, bring her in. What about
Everybody was saying, the brothers, we need to find out what they were telling officers, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday and was coming and going. Somebody might have seen.
There
Yeah.
is still moisture on the top of that. I open it and there's still moisture on the top, so that's not been in there long.
And they were somebody we got to talk to over there. They said, yeah, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone.
This dude? Whose boyfriend is it?
This is the girl with Carol's.
The daughter.
I say we bring him in and we
Yeah,
talk.
man.
Even though the cops already had their suspicions that Carol was hiding something evil, nothing prepared them for the level of horror that they would discover inside the garage. With such a grisly discovery, Carol was immediately arrested and taken to the police station, where she had lots of questions to answer.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here.
The further we let this keep rolling, the further it's going to get without you being able to, shed some light on this, okay?
If I say something and it comes out wrong or something like that, I want it to be because it was an accident. I'm doing it, so if I explain it, it's process.
If you explain the truth, and it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe so.
I can't give you advice, but if you want to tell your story, you can tell it how it is. I don't have to ask you any questions. If you want to get it out, you can do that. At the same time, once I tell you your rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
That night, we were sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back, and my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun. I went running down the hallway. I had my trigger finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot to the floor to that hallway. And I made my feelings and it went off. Doing things when I shook her shoulder and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, Mom, and pulled her on the floor. And I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth.
Now that Carol's secret had been uncovered, she needed to come up with a believable explanation. And what better way than to claim it was all an accident? But her story was once again disproved when officers returned to her house to search for more evidence.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know you said you're walking down the hallway, rather quick, I heard a noise at the Ruger. You're walking the owls right there, you tripped. You did your finger on the trigger, and then went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then, I thought you said coming out of her mouth.
Right away, I went on, and it freaked me out, and I dropped it, and I screamed out, and
Shoulders already. Underneath. It was just sex. Verbally foul.
So after that happened, obviously we found your mom in the container in the garage. Now, obviously my concern is kind of understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems with your back and everything that you could do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything sets in, you're freaking out, and it's your mother you love, right? And so, baby was waking up. Okay, can you kind of walk me through the minutes after all that happened? Let me ask you this, was Ricky there that night?
The 50-year-old story about her mother's demise being an accident held up for as long as it could, but when the autopsy results came in, an entirely fresh angle of the case was introduced.
The other thing I want to bring up is they obviously did an autopsy on your mom. And they found some puncture wounds in her neck, 3 puncture wounds. Not an old scar, but actual fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those get there? Nothing at all. Never was anything after the fact. Not saying you're killing her, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I don't know, maybe her out from the street, she was suffering or anything like that. Because here's what I don't want to get caught up. Is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a condom or contributed condom, it could be really bad. So we have to get everything out here now if you to try to do something with those wounds that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her?
I don't know if she had tested or anything like that. I didn't hear anything that those wounds were.
Preliminary, it looked like knife wounds. Kind of fresh, well, like fresh, but like a puncture at the end of a knife there or something. And again, I want to put words in your mouth, don't want you to implicate anybody that's not implicated. That'll get you in more trouble. That'll get you in more trouble. But as we sit and investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks, months to come, more things are going to come out. I'm pretty certain of it. Did Rick know eventually what happened?
Not to my knowledge.
Did Rick know your mom was in that? And
Not that I know, I didn't tell him.
did he say anything to you that would lead you to believe that he knew? Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually mean to kill your mom?
No, I did not mean to kill my.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you understand where, when these things can be answered, that's kind of odd.
I don't know how that happened.
Can I ask you this? Let's go back to the puncture wounds. Did you freak out after you and she was still breathing and you wanted to make sure that at this point it's no good for her to be like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't know. Absolutely not.
Then maybe you kind of hope her to see, like, it just sounds terrible, but like, is she alive? Is she out?
I know, not a room.
Okay.
Carol was later charged with first-degree and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. The gruesomeness in this case is only a tiny fraction of the next, where a secret affair between a daughter and her father led to a well-planned slaughter scheme.
Families have never been the best. I mean, I've never tried to hurt her, never had any thoughts of hurting her. Yeah, it's been emotional and mental from her to me. You should have told me I did it.
Yes. But most of that blood was probably hers.
You came into the house, you had the knife in your hand.
Are you sure it wasn't self-defense?
On November the 16th, 2012, 13-year-old Megan Zanella dialed 911 to report one of the most gruesome domestic crimes ever. Her foster sister had viciously taken the life of their mother, Lisa Knoffel. When officers arrived at the location, they found the suspect, Sabrina Zunick, drenched in red fluid, with the homicide weapon still in her hand. The case will later set off a chain of confessions and reveal one of the most dirtiest family secrets ever.
What do you recall?
From yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Getting done with my homework? Getting Tylenol, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bed.
And we're at home?
Mm-hmm.
What, anything unusual happen?
I don't know. Everything went fine according to what I knew of.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Starting from?
Starting from when you got home from school yesterday.
I got home, I went to do my homework. Then we had hamburger helper. And then I went back to doing my homework. Stayed doing our homework till like 1. I went upstairs, no, it was like 12. Went upstairs, tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep, so I went to go get some Advil.
Mm-hmm.
Ibuprofen. Because my head hurts, I have really bad headaches whenever they feel like it. And after that,
Where did you take ibuprofen from?
in Kevin's bathroom, that's
Where?
where it's held. Kevin and Lisa's bedroom, that's where it's held.
Kevin and Lisa's bedroom? Okay. Where is it at? Is it actually in a medicine cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it on the first shelf, the second shelf, the third shelf? Do you recall?
I believe that there's only 2 shelves,
Okay.
and it's on the bottom.
On the bottom shelf?
So you went in their bed, is their bathroom in their bedroom?
Mm-hmm. It's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Was Lisa still awake?
I don't know. I just remember going in there, having the bottle, starting to shake it to get the meds, and then I'm gone from there. Thank you.
Okay. Do you remember what the bottle said?
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen?
White, and there was orange around it.
Okay.
Are you allowed in the bathroom?
Only, to get Advil or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I call it Advil. It's always
Right.
ibuprofen. Other than that, no. Not unless they're there or, we're told to.
So what did Lisa say to you then, when she saw you in there?
Don't know. I don't know if
You
they
didn't
told.
hear us?
No. I don't remember anything at that point on.
What do you remember?
Everything except,
Were you taking any illegal narcotics yesterday?
no. Don't do
You don't do drugs? When was the last time you did drugs?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago? Okay. You have not had any illegal drugs then? Okay. You were at home all night yesterday? Okay. After you ate dinner, did you have this opportunity to say goodbye to Kevin?
I was at the computer desk.
You were at the computer
I
desk?
don't know. I went to the living room also because I was printing my bracelet. I mean, I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, and I was in the office. That's it. Excuse me. I mean, I believe so, yeah, he just said bye, because he always says bye to everybody.
Okay.
And then we either say bye, Chiba, Haley kisses him. Well,
Okay. You had an argument or anything with Lisa last night?
no,
No?
everything was fine.
Everything's
I
fine?
know.
Okay.
From the beginning of the interrogation, the detectives knew that it was going to be a long ride as Sabrina chose to play the no memory card. But because the detectives were familiar with this game, they remained attentive, waiting for her to mess up and spill more than intended.
Have you had these type of issues in the past where you just don't remember things?
I'm not positive. I mean, I know I was in my other group homes. When I was in a fight with other people, I blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it.
Have you ever been checked?
What do you mean, the
Like, have you,
psychiatrist?
medically? Yeah.
Yeah, I go to a psychiatrist.
Okay. And you take,
Vyvanse once a day.
okay. And what are those meds for?
The Vyvanse is for ADHD, and
Okay.
Lamotrigine is for mood stabilizer / anxiety.
What kind of stabilizes your moods? Okay.
What do you think happened to your hands?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm being charged with homicide.
Well, we're investigating that. Do you remember blood being all over you?
No, but I can see it all over my legs.
There's blood all over your face or blood all over your body. That's why you're not in your clothes. Do you remember your clothes?
I remember.
What happened to your hands? I mean, did you see when they were at the hospital what your hands looked like?
No.
You didn't see it? So you don't know what's wrong with your hands?
They obviously been cut because they told me that.
They were cut? It's cut pretty bad?
5 stitches.
How many?
5.
5? In your, what, right hand?
2 in one and 3 in the other. I don't know which one is where.
Okay. Did you see the stitches? Did you see what they did? No. You have no idea how that could have happened?
No.
Nothing?
When the detectives saw that they were going nowhere, they decided to change the course of the interrogation and asked about her foster father, Kevin Knoffel, who would turn out to be one of the greatest leads in the case.
How do you get along with Kevin?
Kevin and me are cool. I mean, he's more the one that helps me out. Because this has Megan to deal with. Megan has mental instabilities herself.
Okay.
And so we made agreements a long time ago that if I need anything, that I could go to Kevin. And if it was major that she needed to be involved in, then he would ask, but not to be concerned about small things. Because it's already stretching it out. Because of her job, and Haley, and Megan.
How about with Lisa? How do you feel with her?
Me and Lisa have never been the best. I mean, I've never tried to hurt her, never had any thoughts of hurting her. Yeah, it's been emotional and mental abuse from her to me. She put her hands on me, not fighting, but restraining me so I wouldn't give an iPod to her. And I don't know. I don't know. She never seemed to like me, and she's been wanting me out of the house.
What's your thoughts on how Lisa is not alive now?
What?
What is your thoughts on that she is not alive? Maybe you didn't understand. That's what we're talking to you about.
She said that.
You should have told me I did it.
Yes. But most of that blood was probably hers.
That's why we need you to concentrate and think about what happened.
When asked about her relationship with Lisa, Sabrina claims that Lisa, for some reason, disliked her. Whether she was telling the truth or not, the detectives would uncover that in due time.
There's always 2 sides to every story, and we want to know what you had to say about it. And we know you were there. You know, there were officers that got to the house after they were called. So we just need you to focus on what happened. You know you were doing homework, and you know you got yourself to the bedroom to get the medicine. What you need to do now is bring it all together and think real hard about maybe what happened next. And then that'll explain how you got some wounds to your hands. Okay?
What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin? What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin?
Haley, Megan, and Kevin are all safe. They're at home right now. Haley's with Judy. Alright? And Megan's with her dad. And Kevin's with Judy also. Anything coming back?
Recall coming out of the bedroom with a knife in your hand?
No.
Oh, you had a knife. And you stabbed Lisa.
I did.
Yes, you did. And Megan called the police.
That can't be true.
Bree, it is. I'm sorry.
It seems pretty convenient that the only thing Sabrina couldn't remember from that day was taking Lisa's life. However, the detectives were determined to find out what pushed her to commit such a despicable act against her own mother.
Where do you think you got the knife from?
I don't know, you might got the knife.
And you had a knife.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
You remember
When we came to the house, you had the knife in your hand.
Are you sure it wasn't self-defense?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Like 2 police officers there that saw you with the knife and ordered you to drop it.
Did I?
Right. Well, yes.
Why do you say that so iffy?
You did.
Well-
I said it like that because if they hadn't, you could have been hurt.
You threw the knife down and they made you get on the floor and put handcuffs on you. Do you
Remember any of that?
Do you recall that part of it there?
The little bit that I recall is being on the floor drooling, and then that's it.
You remember Megan coming in?
No.
No?
Remember Haley coming in?
Megan and Haley were both there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look, you're saying everything. So, what you're saying is true. You're telling me Haley and Megan saw me, or her mother?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Nobody needs to see that.
No.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, it's just between you and Lisa. Nobody else should have seen that.
No. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ow! No.
What's wrong with your shoulder, hon?
I think they gave me a tetanus.
Oh.
With Sabrina's claim of memory loss, it became more complicated for the detectives to determine the motive behind her actions.
Nothing's coming to...
No.
Remember Megan or Haley saying anything to you?
Remember Megan trying to pull you off? Her mom? Telling you to stop?
So they were in there and trying to pull me off of her.
Brilliant, it is true. You know, right and wrong and truth and a lie. Do you remember any of these things?
Nothing except for what I told you.
That's what happened.
Is everything gonna be okay?
Just
not with me.
No, it's not gonna be okay for a lot of people. I know some things for sure. I know Megan was yelling at you to stop. Do you recall any of that?
No.
I'm going to tell you how I know this because she called 911 and I could hear both of you in the background.
Oh. Why can't I remember this?
I don't know. That's why we're talking to you. I don't know. Nothing. You remember it would trigger anything like this? You ever had a situation like this ever?
No. I've never. No.
You ever slept off before?
Yeah. It was my grandma a long time ago.
Yeah. What happened then?
I was in her bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. Just come back and it laid me down.
I mean, this is what happened, but you honestly do not remember?
You know where the knives are in your house?
Yes, but that's only because I either use them to cook or I put away the dishwasher.
Recall going to the kitchen last night and grabbing a knife?
No.
Following the tragic loss of Lisa, her friends and family began to notice how unmoved Kevin was to his wife's passing. Surprisingly, he began funding a lavish lifestyle using the life insurance money he received. 6 months later, however, Kevin's indifference to Lisa's demise began to make sense when Sabrina decided to come forward and tell the truth.
Was Kevin Knafel my foster father? It was Kevin's idea, and it was talked about after we were having relations, and him and Lisa were having problems in marriage. He wanted to get a divorce, but Haley, which is a 3-year-old daughter of his and her, was in the picture, and he wanted full custody. She would get custody, or it would be shared, and he didn't want that happening. So the alternative was for this to happen.
When was it, after you started to live there on a daily basis, that your relationship with Kevin changed? When did this make you start to change?
It all started not with, but with massages, because he was a truck driver and his legs would cramp, so it was inner thigh. Then it progressively got into.
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
All the time.
Did he say what would happen if you told?
Then you'd be taken out of my care and I could lose my foster parent license.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that. Tell on him.
In the end, both Sabrina and Kevin were sentenced to life imprisonment with the possibility of parole after 30 years. If you are horrified by Lisa and Kevin's story, the disturbing case in Matthew, who took the life of his secret girlfriend, will surely leave you more aghast.
She is a girlfriend of mine. Oh my God, I'm married.
Did she make any threat before that she was going to kill herself?
She just grabbed it and put it to her head.
Nothing is adding up there. And then like my partner says, you end up putting her hand back on, which is not something that's normal.
On the 16th of December 2022, 45-year-old Matthew Ecker called 911 to report that a friend of his, 32-year-old Alexandra Penning, had shot herself in the bathroom of her apartment. After receiving the chilling 911 call, a team of officers drove down to the apartment complex where they were ushered in by a visibly distressed Matthew.
Okay. Oh my God.
Just latched the door.
Yeah, we latched the door.
Being the only witness to the grisly incident, officers turned to Matthew for details of what he had witnessed. Matthew's narration of events would later end up being a confession to a secret that he had kept hidden from family for over 2 years, and subsequent events would reveal how far he was willing to go to keep his affair a secret.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
Just take your time, keep breathing, and you can just when you're ready, okay? Yeah, in a rush.
Oh my God, why did she do it?
Please, sir.
God. Oh my God, why did she do that?
Just keep breathing.
Oh,
you
sorry.
gotta keep breathing. Slowly. Don't do it too fast. You're gonna go dizzy and you're gonna press down. Yeah, I don't want that happen. I really don't want that happening. Okay.
I know.
Okay. You gotta breathe. Keep breathing. You gotta keep breathing. You gotta keep breathing. I know it's shocked. I know it's hard. And I'm so sorry it happened.
Why did she do it?
Were you gonna argue? Were you guys arguing or something?
No.
Did
No.
she say anything?
We're friends.
Okay.
She is a girlfriend of mine. Oh my God, I'm married. And she has been... Oh, my girlfriend, I was just for like 2 years. And I'm a terrible person for that. And we went to a bar.
Today?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a bar. Camp? Does that make sense?
Camp bar.
Yep. And her boyfriend confronted me, he punched me. We came back here after that, like everything was fine.
Who's we, you and her?
Her and I.
Okay.
Everybody got, he got kicked out of the bar.
Okay.
And we stayed for about an hour maybe.
Okay.
God.
And then what happened? Stick your tongue.
Oh, he came back here.
Okay.
And I have a concealed carry license.
So that was yours?
Yeah. It was my in my backpack.
It was in your backpack?
Yeah.
How'd she get it?
She just grabbed it.
Did she make any threat before
Not-
that she was gonna kill herself?
She just grabbed it and put it to her head.
Were you guys arguing or something?
No. When her and her boyfriend argued, I stepped in between them and that's when he punched me and we were fine for like an hour. I don't know what happened.
Do you know where her boyfriend's right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I think
Did he come here too or no?
No, he didn't come here.
Was it you or her?
He didn't come here. It was just me and her.
Okay.
He got kicked out of the bar. And we stayed for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then we left and we walked and we came here and she just grabbed me and then she went into the bathroom and locked the door. And
What was your backpack?
just on the couch. Oh my God. What did she do?
Matthew seemed to have a clear recollection of what happened at the bar. However, he somehow lacked an elaborate explanation about the events that occurred afterwards, and with missing gaps in his story, officers began to grow suspicious.
And how long have you guys drinking over there?
45 minutes maybe.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
We went to another bar.
So I'm sorry, I'm kind of interjecting here, and I know you've been talking to this officer, but she locked herself in the bathroom.
Yeah, she did.
How did you get in?
I broke it. I just like slammed into the door after I heard the shit.
And then how long? It said that you waited a little bit to call police.
No, I looked at her, I ran back out, and I couldn't find my phone. And I tried to find her.
What kind of phone is yours?
It's an Apple phone. Apple, I think 12, 11, whatever.
Okay. Do you know where it is in there?
It's maybe on the...
Is it the one with the black case?
It's a black case that says Night Eyes on the back.
Okay, and where was it?
Maybe on the... what do you call it? The kitchen thing. Yeah.
And then, did you touch her at all or move her?
I did, yeah, absolutely.
Where was she?
She was laying where she was.
Okay, so how did you move her? Like, what did you do? I know it's...
I tried to... On the thing, I just... was going to hold the hole in her head, and she was trying to breathe.
She was trying to breathe and you were trying to stop the breathing or the blood? So how did you try to get first aid? I know it's...
I know. I'm an NP.
Okay.
I work in an emergency department. And I started taking a couple of just, like, chain soaks breathing.
Yeah.
Like, I understood that this was just done. She just, I tried what I could.
So, and I know that, and I just have to, because I have
Yeah,
a medical examiner.
I get it. Like, I tried to do what I could.
Okay.
And then I washed my hands. And
Then you wash your hands?
Correct. That's why I don't have anything.
And then you call the police?
Although the cops seemed pretty sympathetic to Matthew's situation, this act was only to get him to spill more of his false narrative. Unknown to him, this was a well-designed trap, which he fell right into.
You're dealing with a lot, and we're very sorry for that. So here's the best case right now, or the best solution is, why don't we have you come to headquarters?
You guys,
and then that way we can arrange one, anytime there's an incident like this, investigator may come and talk. We gotta get that info, and then at least there you're not sitting in a hallway, and then we can figure out to get your stuff, get your property. Do you have a vehicle here?
I do.
Okay, so then we can figure out those things to
Oh,
either get you somewhere to stay for the night or get you back to your vehicle. But it's not fair to have to sit in the hallway when you're trying to process all this right now. So, you okay with that then?
After wrapping up business at the apartment, officers transported Matthew to the station, where he would join detectives for a round of interrogation.
So we went there. And again, it was fine. We walked in. I sat down on one side of the bar. She walked across. Sat on the flip side of me, and her boyfriend was here and was there, like he was at the bar. And he had come up, started talking with her. Things got a little bit heated, and so I, though I got up earlier, got up, walked around, and kind of stepped in between him, and he punched me. There was an altercation. I ended up falling to the floor. I think a bartender and one of the bouncers pulled him up and kicked him out of the bar. He left, and that was the end of it. We sat for about an hour. I had a drink, and then walked home to her place. Given everything that had happened, I have a concealed carry permit, and I did have that on, not at the bar, but I had that on prior to when I got to her place initially. I had taken that off and I just put it in a backpack. I was just sitting on her couch, just to kind of seal it up that way. After all of this had happened, we went back to then her apartment, roughly 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. She went into my backpack, pulled up the and cocked it, and held it to her head, and I started backing up towards the bathroom. And I asked her what she was doing. She said, "Don't come closer, just if you come any closer, I'm gonna pull the trigger." And I was like, okay. And I don't know where this came from. It wasn't. I know there had been some issues with her boyfriend prior to this, but she seemed fine. You know, we were laughing on the way home. Everything was fine. And then I kind of, as she backed up towards her bathroom, I kind of followed her, and she then went in and shut the door and locked it. And I asked her what she was doing, and I heard the pop. And so, you know, I tried to get in, and my recollection here is that the door was locked. And I laid a shoulder into it after I heard the pop, opened the door, and she was just, it was there on the floor.
Soon, detectives began to break down Matthew's story piece by piece, pointing out the inconsistencies and evident falsities.
We do the same thing. We wear gloves, right? So we don't get blood on our hands or anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I have nails. He has horrible fingernails. I have nails where I get blood in my nails. right?
Yeah.
So you have your head like this with her. You're gonna get blood everywhere, correct?
I would think so.
And then you grab her hand and you put her hand back down by the gun, and her hand is completely clean. Her hand looks like my hands. There's no blood on her hand.
I can't explain that. I can't.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys.
We did argue.
And if you did,
I love her. We didn't.
I understand that you love her.
We didn't argue. We didn't argue. She pulled the gun and she was backing away, and I was asking her what she was doing, and she locked the door of the bathroom.
Were you trying to grab for the gun and it accidentally went on?
No, I did not. I did not. I mean, it went off when she was in the bathroom with the door shut. Hand to God, I will swear by that all day long. That door was shut. That gun went off when the door was shut.
Have you done surgeries before?
I don't know.
Okay. So, you know when you get blood all over your hands and then you go into the sink and you...
Yeah.
Or the handle to the sink, right? There should be blood on that
There should be
handle.
blood, yeah.
There's
no blood in the handle of the sink.
And there's nothing in the
I don't
sink, and
know.
the sink
I
is...
just-
The
I
sink...
rinsed my hand.
The sink's dry. There's no water or anything.
No, I washed my hands in the sink. I did. I rinsed my hands in the sink.
Okay.
And I was adjusting her face.
I mean, we were there. We know that there's a lot of blood. You know, I had to step over. I had to be very careful when I was in there.
There was. Yeah.
So I guess that's why we're just kind of, you know, going back and forth with you, because for us, I get it. I mean, I get if it was a self-defense thing.
It's not a self-defense.
I get it.
That door was shut. The door was shut when the gun went off. I would never. I would be honest with that. I would. I understand that this stuff is. If that's what had happened, I would be honest with that. But that door was shut when the.
Despite being caught in his web of lies, Matthew remained adamant about his story and refused to come clean.
I examined that, and I've been to hundreds of sites, okay? I examined that closely. The ME does an autopsy, which we'll do today. They determine close contact, they determine far contact, all of that, okay? They can tell if it's a close contact, simple things like the recoil spring going off in the head, okay? Nothing is adding up there. And then like my partner says, you end up putting her hand back on, which is not something that's normal.
No, I don't think anything that I did was normal. I don't know what normal is in that situation. I'm going to be honest with you.
Matthew, I'm just saying right now, I don't want to hear anymore that to dig yourself into something.
I'm not digging a hole.
You need to.
That door was shut, and that went off when the door was shut. I don't know.
So just explain to us then, because you're a doctor, so explain to us how you are holding her head where there's a lot of blood, and then you place her hand on the gun, and then also the hand's gripping the gun. But there's no blood on her hand. And you touched her hand.
I don't know. Like I said, the gun went off. I went into the bathroom after I was able to open the door. And yeah, there was blood all over the floor. And I adjusted her head. I don't know, like I said, I
got in the blood, right?
It was up here.
Is it blood pooling where it was?
No, it's about right here. So my recollection is that the gun was not in the blood. I grabbed the gun, I put it here. I moved her hand because I was, like I said, I was looking.
Do you know what happens?
My brain did not comprehend what she had done. I can't, like I said.
Do you know what is on a handgun on every suicide that I've been to?
Okay.
Blood, brain matter.
Yeah.
I looked at that gun.
I
There's nothing on the seat, there's nothing on the walls.
That door was shut. The door was shut when the went off. Was the door locked? Was the door locked?
Matthew, so we're gonna talk to a lot of people, right? And that's fine, but we're gonna talk to a lot of people, okay? Right? We're gonna talk to Gus, we're gonna talk to Shane, gotta talk to your wife. We gotta talk to everybody. That's why we just want you to tell us if something happened, if she grabbed that and was threatening to kill herself, but you told us that you love her. You wanted to grab that from her, and then it accidentally just went off.
No.
Okay.
She shut the door.
Explain to me what happened. If you got into a struggle and she took your, I just need to know. But I can tell you right now, every piece of evidence in there and everything that you've told so far does not match up.
Though Matthew swore that he had been truthful, the evidence gathered from the scene remained inconsistent with his story, and this was enough reason for the detectives to conclude that he was their prime suspect.
We're good with everything that you said, right? Okay. I'm just gonna show you some photos, okay? And I want you to really think about this. I'm just asking you to think about these people. And I want you to think about her. Okay? I want you to think about this. I want you to think about the story that you're telling us, what happened. And I want you to remember that my partner's worked hundreds of these, right? You know. Okay?
I didn't.
Okay. I just want I want you just to remember these 4 kids and her. And if something else happened in there, we just want to know what happened.
Nothing else.
And if that's the truth, if you're looking at these pictures and telling us that nothing else happened, that she shut herself behind a closed door, and the door was locked, then
I think it was locked. It was closed.
It was closed. Then that's something that we're just going to have to go with, right?
Matthew, the story you're giving us right now, you're going to be looking at a first degree as opposed to a manslaughter.
Oh, I didn't. It was close. I love her.
I hope you don't love her more than them. Her.
I didn't do this. That door was closed.
There's a difference from self-defense, and there's a difference for sure. What is the difference? Right now you're telling us that the door was closed and she shot herself in the head with her left hand, and then you put...
She had it to her head as she was backing into the bathroom with her left hand. That's what I know. The door was closed. She shut the door.
Okay. Okay.
Matthew, I said, you know that after we leave here, you're not going to have another chance to tell us your story, right? We're going to go with the story that you told us, which we can disprove, just so you know. So once we walk out of here...
There's no other story.
No, there is. The scene says a completely different story.
Then I have no idea what that story is. Because that
I
door
can tell you what the story is.
That door was shut.
That's not a self-inflicted...
Matthew Ecker was charged with Alexandra's demise and sentenced to 30 years behind bars. The web of secrets untangled by detectives in the next case would leave an abused mother rotting in jail for years after her toddler passes away.
I thought I was there on a bird. He literally come outside and he checked on her and he was like, babe, she's not breathing. So I told him to grab the baby and I pushed him out the way and I picked her up.
So when she picked up, her body was purple. I didn't see that until I looked, tested her, and I said until I tested her pulse and they looked her up. That's when I seen her eye, like her eyelid was like purple.
But is there anything in here that's going to help us?
Prove that I didn't beat my kids and y'all taking me to jail right now. I didn't do nothing. Like, why am I going to jail and I didn't do nothing?
On the 23rd of September 2024, 21-year-old Charity Dreyer and mother of 9-month-old Aria dialed 911 in a panic to request help with her unresponsive infant. What began as a sympathetic case of a heartbroken mother would later change course and reveal a horrendous family secret.
Where are they?
Right here. They're here. They're here. They're here. It's not the medics. It's the police. They're here. They're here. They're doing right. Okay. Thank you. Dennis, calm down. I understand. Please calm down.
So what happened before they stopped breathing?
Nothing. She was asleep. She was asleep. I came in here.
Let's talk outside. Let's talk.
She was asleep. All I do is come here.
Yeah,
I
let's go
came in here and I rubbed his head. And my favorite was sitting on the couch. He just told me. He literally just came outside. I was sitting on the porch. And he literally came outside and he checked on her. And he was like, babe, she's not breathing. So I told him to grab the baby. And I pushed him out the way. And I picked her up. And I was trying to scare her to see if she didn't see. I just picked her.
She was laying right here.
I picked her up and she wasn't breathing. And she just stopped breathing. And I don't know what the going on. I was just
So when's the last time that you saw the baby breathing?
literally like 20 minutes ago, she was just breathing. I just went inside, just checked on her. I literally have been sitting here on the porch, on the phone talking. He'd go in there to put on his coat, and I'll grab the other baby, and he starts seeing flies, and she's not breathing.
I go over like this, check the pulse, she's not breathing.
So when was the last time you saw the baby breathing?
Like 20 minutes.
And then will you stay out here with us, please?
Like 20 minutes, like this, she's rubbing on the head.
Hey dear, please come over here. Sorry, go ahead.
Same thing, still like 20 minutes. She went over there, she was rubbing on her head. Then she got up, and after that, she walked away.
Okay.
She was breathing and everything just like 20 minutes ago, literally.
She was just breathing.
So where were you before you found out the baby wasn't breathing?
We was all sitting right on the porch. I literally just walked in and put this on my hat.
So then you go inside, and what do you see?
I seen flies come out of like flies in her mouth, and I look at her, so I walk over there to touch her. I touch her like this, and I see she wasn't breathing. So she came in, and I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm like, I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but she's not breathing.
The foam around her mouth, where did that come from?
I just blew the snot out of her mouth.
Like she was trying to.
I just blew it was snot out of her nose.
Okay.
When she was doing the compressions, I blew in her mouth, and it just came out of her nose.
And then what happened?
Nothing. She's just like, she's not breathing.
And that's when you called us?
She's not moving. She's not. We literally called her as soon as I picked her up, and she didn't wake up. Normally, I know my child. She's going to wake up, and she's going to pop her head up and look at me. I'm her mom. So when I grabbed her, and she...
Hey, sir, we can't have anybody inside the house.
When I grabbed her, and she didn't...
ID, please? Yeah. Do you guys have your IDs with you?
No, I don't.
What's your social? I promise we're going to try our best, and we're going to try our best to make sure the baby...
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead. Hey, guys, can you step that way? Is there anybody else inside the house?
No.
Who was all here when everything happened?
All of us.
Everybody that's around that business. She was just fine.
She's been fine all day. She's been fine all day.
Is there stuff you have to get for the baby in the house?
And I just want to get her car seat right there, put her in the car seat. It's right there by the door. The one that's standing up tall. Right here. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Bro, she's still not breathing. Nothing was wrong with her. She was just fine.
With Charity's wailing and crying, anyone would agree that she was a caring mother who had a deep love for her kid. But as officers invited family members for questioning, things began to seem different.
How old is she?
She's 8 months.
And she was laying in here on the couch?
Yes.
When you found her, what position was she in?
And she was laying on her stomach. That's how she always sleeps.
And nothing unusual with the baby?
No.
Everything was fine,
Everything's been fine.
Was there any blankets on the couch that were moved or anything like that?
One blanket, but it wasn't. It was only one blanket.
Literally, she ran out here. I gave them the baby to her real quick so I could smoke and black them out. They ran back out here, like they went in the house, came right back out. She said, she's not breathing, she's not breathing. So I told her to run back in the house, lay her down, and I started giving her chest compressions. And I was having her blow her breath.
Your stepdad? So your boyfriend? Yeah. And you're the sister or your sister?
I live here.
Okay. Does everyone live here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get people to stay here. Just get a statement from them. And once we get statements from them, we can probably cut them loose or whatever, but I need for it to be recorded and everything. Yeah. Okay.
And see, I can hang out with her until we figure out what's going on.
Okay, so I'll just take them.
Transport.
I'll take
Okay.
you to the hospital. Okay.
So me and you, let's go down to our police station so then we can do like a formal interview. I'm just going to write down literally everything that we talk about in notes. And then if you would be willing to, if you could please write down a statement about what you know. You guys called us. Was it you that called us?
Yeah, my girlfriend did.
Okay.
Wait, was it? No, it was my sister. My sister. I'm sorry. It was my sister. My big, the one I was sitting there. That was standing there.
Yeah.
So that's my sister. She called.
Okay. So she called us at 6:39. What time did? So you discovered the baby first, right?
I was sitting on the porch for a minute. I was smoking my mouth, and I got chilly a little bit. So I'm like, I'm about to go in the house. I'm cold. I'm about to go in the house and get a jacket. So I go in the house, grab my coat, and grab my little hat. So I look at the baby. Right, I see the flies coming out of her mouth. So when I look at that, I used to go over there. I touch her. I walk over to her. I touch her. I see she wasn't breathing. So I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm not tripping. So I walk to my girl. I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm not tripping. She's not breathing. So she give me my niece. She like, here, take your niece. She walked over to the baby. She picked her up. When she picked her up, her head was like just leaning back, like, and it was like snot coming out of her nose. I don't know if it's coming out of her mouth or her nose. So she went outside to tell my sister. My sister told her to bring the baby back in, to run the baby in the house, set her on the couch. So my sister sat on the couch. She trying to do the I don't know, is it CPR? Because she used to work. She worked at the hospital, so she trying to get her back together. So as she doing that, my sister told my girlfriend to get the put her. My head's everywhere.
Yeah.
Put her mouth to her mouth to try to get her back. So as she doing that, she trying to breathe into her mouth. That's when stuff started coming out of her. I don't know if it come out of her nose or her mouth, but stuff started coming out. So that's when she called y'all, and that's when y'all came and tried to get her back. And but before then, like 20 minutes before then, she was like literally just breathing. Like my girlfriend walked over there, rubbed her head, sat it over there by her and everything, and then she ended up walking away.
And you said that was about 20 minutes before? So
everything was fine. Like she was literally breathing, all that. Like normally, like nothing was wrong, none of that. She was sleeping on her stomach with her cover and all that. Like nothing bad. Like it's a normal day.
Tyrone provided the cop with a clear narrative about what had happened. And while it appeared that this was just an unfortunate situation, one single revelation by the young stepfather would make the cop think otherwise.
You physically saw the baby 20 minutes before this happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I instantly, when I seen the flies coming out of her mouth, I'm like, something, because there's flies coming out of her mouth. Ain't no, why is the flies coming out of her mouth? So when I instantly go over there, I check her pulse. And she wasn't breathing. That's how I found out when my papa passed away. I checked his pulse too, and that's how I figured out he was going. So I instantly checked her pulse, and I see she wasn't breathing.
How many flies would you say came out of her mouth?
It was like 2 of them. And I'm just a stepfather.
I understand.
I just look at them as my real kids. I do look at them as my real kids because I got a daughter, but I can't see my daughter right now. So
I'm sorry to hear that. How long were you outside before?
I was outside for 15 minutes before I ended up coming outside. I smoked this halfway, and I'm like, I'm getting chilly. I'm going in the house to grab my coat. That's when I went in there and I seen the flies coming out of her mouth. As I was grabbing my coat and I looked over at her, I seen the flies coming out of her mouth. That's when I walked over and checked her pulse. She wasn't breathing.
Okay.
I didn't see the item because my sister, when she picked up, her body was purple. I didn't see that until I looked, tested her, and I said until I tested her pulse and they lifted her up. That's when I seen her eye, like her eyelid was like purple, and like it was like veins, like red veins. Like I don't know what it was like. It was her veins like poking out like her eyebrows.
And the baby was laying on that blanket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was the baby laying face up or face down?
She was on her stomach, like she was like this. Like that's how she used to.
So she was
lay like that every
on
time.
her stomach.
On her stomach like this.
Was she facing the room or facing the back of the couch?
Her back of the couch, but her face like one on it, like on it or nothing like that. She was off. She was laying like this.
Yeah.
Like sleep. Normal day, like she always sleep literally, and she would sleep like this, just knocked out literally like a usual day. And the cover was wrapped up, like not wrapped up on her face, but it's wrapped like from like right here, sort of
like cocooned around her body.
Yeah.
And this may be irrelevant, but I'm trying to cover every question I possibly could. Is that the same black and mild that you were smoking from the time you last saw the baby to the time that you discovered the baby no breathing? Who was all in the house when the baby was breathing?
Me, my girlfriend, her other daughter, and my niece and nephew.
The daughter is the other infant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so girlfriend, daughter, yourself obviously.
And my niece and nephew, and then the other baby, the little baby.
Okay. And they weren't there when I got there, right? Because so they
went.
went.
Talking about when you first came?
Yes.
In the house, like there?
No.
When?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were they there when you discovered the baby not breathing? Were they
Yes.
still like outside,
Yes.
or were they inside?
They was outside.
By everyone?
Yes. My girlfriend's right there by the door. I was the only one in the house when I walked up by her. I was the only one in the house walking in to get my jacket and stuff.
Okay.
My girlfriend was sitting right there on the front porch.
Okay. Was anybody inside the house with the baby while everyone was outside?
No.
Okay.
But we were still watching through the screen door right there.
Yeah. Was the back door locked at all?
Yes.
Okay. What temperature would you say the house was?
It was pretty low. It wasn't hot, but I'll say that the heat. I think the heat was on. The heat was on like it had to be like 50, 55, because it was kind of hot in there.
55. That's pretty cold. You mean like 75?
Probably like 75, probably like 70, 75.
Do you guys typically keep it like at a certain temperature?
My sister usually keep the air on.
Oh,
but
she's like colder?
She's anemic though. She usually get cold, hot, so she usually have them on both before. But usually she got the air on blasting, like the heat all the way down to the lowest so it can get cold.
Was there anything in the reach of the baby that it could have possibly put in its mouth?
Sir, the only thing right there above her head was a bottle. That was it.
It's like a full baby bottle?
A bottle, that was it.
Okay, so blanket, the baby bottle, there wasn't like a Lego, nothing?
Nothing on the couch, nothing where she could reach, put it in her mouth, nothing.
Okay.
There was nothing on the couch.
Okay.
Nothing about Tyrone's statement came across as suspicious to the officer until he mentioned the strained relationship with his biological kid, and upon hearing this, it became crucial to rule out negligence.
When is the last time the baby ate?
I say about...
And you called us at 6:39, or well, we were called at 6:39.
I say she ate about 5:30, because she definitely, she eat good every day. From baby food to the little Gerber food to her bottles.
And what did the baby eat?
Her bottle. She drank her bottle.
Did she eat any like physical food, or was it just liquid?
Sir.
Just liquid. Okay.
Just the bottle. That was it.
Okay. Has the baby ate that type of food, like that formula before? Mm-hmm. Okay. And how long has that baby been on? How long has she been on the formula? That particular formula.
That's one thing I'm not for sure. I've only been with my girlfriend 3 months, so I ain't really known all that long, so I'm not for sure how long she been on that Pacific milk.
But like during your guys' relationship, has the formula changed?
No, she been on that same milk. She act like a normal baby, literally. She be chilling. Like she watch TV, she said watch TV on her own. She cry here and there, but other than that, she be cool like a normal day. Like she's a cool baby, she's a chill baby. The only time she cries when she's hungry. That's it.
The last time you checked on her and she was fine, she wasn't like hiccuping. She didn't vomit on the couch.
None of that, nothing.
Okay.
There wasn't no snot out her mouth, nose, nothing.
There was no signs of anything.
The house was that's my sister. I live with my sister. We both live with my sister.
Okay, so you and your girlfriend moved in with your sister. Okay. And then write down your side of the story.
Yes, sir.
Please be as detailed as possible. Even if you don't think it matters, just put it on there.
Yes,
you know. Did you hear any sounds coming from inside the residence? You didn't hear any.
What, inside the house?
Yeah, like maybe she started crying, or you didn't hear anything. So it was complete silence, and then you went back in and discovered her.
Sadly, Aria was later pronounced deceased by the hospital after efforts to save her were unsuccessful. When hospital records pointed to physical as the cause of demise, it became clear that there was more than Charity was letting on. Police officers later concluded that Charity had put her youngins through the worst form of maltreatment, when a medical checkup of Aria's older sister showed that she had equally endured physical abuse, including a broken bone.
We still have work to do, and we're going to do it.
And we're going to follow up on everything you
We're
told us
following up
about.
on everything. Everything that came out of your mouth, we are following up on.
So I have to go to jail.
You do.
And I didn't even do nothing. I didn't do nothing. My dog, like, I didn't do nothing. I'm telling you everything. I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't beat my kids. I don't know who beats my kids, but it's not me. And I please, like, bro, please. If I go back to jail, I'm not getting out.
Why?
Because I'm on probation. I just went to court, and they told me if I f*** up overtime, I'm going to sit down for the full 5. I didn't
5
do
what?
5 years.
What are you on probation for?
For rescisting stolen property. I used to steal cars when I was younger.
And you think you're going to do 5 years in Franklin County Jail for stealing cars?
It's
Come on.
not just that. I have assault on a police officer. Why am I going to jail? I didn't do nothing.
What I want you to do is I want you to stand up, put your hands on your back for
I didn't
it.
do nothing. Can I please write down some numbers before y'all take me to jail? Like, I need numbers. I don't have no numbers on my phone. I don't have no numbers on my phone to be able to call anybody.
Well, get the number. Tell us what numbers you want to.
Bro, why am I going to jail? I didn't do anything. Bro, I didn't do. Why do I have to go to jail and y'all don't even know who beat my kids? Why do I have to be the one to go to jail and I didn't do nothing? Bro!
Let's go. We're not. One more number. Come on.
I didn't do nothing.
I mean, we're giving you the benefit of the doubt. That's your dad's number?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 513 number.
We're going to call your property. Do you want to button up your pants first?
You said you have all the messages on there from you and Abigail, right?
Most of them. Probably not all of them. No.
But is there anything in here that's going to help us?
Prove that I didn't beat my kids and y'all taking me to jail right now. I didn't do nothing. Like, why am I going to jail and I didn't do nothing?
Charity. Charity. You want to give me the passcode so we can get the messages out of here. If this helps you, we need the passcode.
Am I gonna get my phone back? I'm legal.
Yes, when we're done with it, which will take a couple days, when you get out.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get out.
It's Franklin County.
Do you have anything else on you?
No, but why am I going to jail? And I don't even know who beat my kids.
I explained it to you.
Bro, it doesn't matter what you explained. I didn't beat my kids. You're taking me to jail, but you don't even know who beat my kids.
Okay, we're gonna go out this way, Charity.
Can you grab that piece of paper? I need them numbers,
we will.
bro.
We will. We will.
Oh, Tyrone, I love you.
I'll walk straight out the door.
I didn't do nothing. Y'all are taking me to jail, but y'all don't even know who took my kids. Y'all don't even know who beat my kids, but y'all are taking me to jail. Like, I didn't do nothing.
You also have traffic warrants, huh?
What?
You have traffic warrants as well.
How?
The DUS out of Columbus, sounds like.
What? A traffic warrant when?
So I don't know.
You asked them when
I've been got that taken care of. I shouldn't have this, so that's why y'all taking me to jail.
Well,
It's because of the
I'm
warrant.
just saying it's also that.
So when am I gonna get out?
You're going to see a judge.
Oh, no, if they let me out, I didn't do nothing.
Charity Dreyer later pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, endangering, and felonious. She was sentenced to 15 to 20 years behind bars afterwards. Similar to Charity's, the next investigation exposes an extreme case of parental negligence that led to the tragic loss of an innocent youngin.
Instead of pressing to find out about your child, you're talking about the issues that you've been going through. Jamari got a hold of drugs with and it stopped his little heart in the bedroom, in the bed, beside you.
My child, no. Your child is deceased from a overdose.
On February the 1st, 2023, police officers were sent to the residence of Jalaska Earls and Gloria Stringer after 911 dispatchers received a call about their unresponsive child, Jamari. Upon arrival, officers immediately began gathering information to determine what went wrong. The quest to discover what happened to Jamari would end up taking months and expose some unsettling truths about the mother's ill treatment of her infant.
Alert, he was in there.
About what time did all that start?
27 minutes ago, right? At 9:25, I was out here smoking a cigarette, right? So I placed the call. Within them 14 minutes from that time to when I called 911, when I came in, right? In that 14 minutes of that gap, but I walked in, I seen him on his knees, face down. So I'm like, hey, what's up with him? She was laid back. He was behind her.
Well, back up before you called 911, what was going on?
Before I called, I walked in, I said, hey, what's up with Jamari? He all right? Because he normally don't go back to sleep that fast. I'm like, is he all right? So she tell me, what's going on? I said, Jamari. I'm pointing. She can't hear. I point. I said, Jamari. So then she say, I don't know. Is he all right? I said, he's right there behind you. What you mean, is he all right? I was like, nah, I'm going to call somebody. Because I don't know what's going on here. I just went to go smoke. I don't know what's going on.
Is he okay?
Yeah, they taking him to the hospital.
Are you going?
What's the youngin's full name?
Jamari, you going to the hospital? You want me to stay with Granny?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Are you able to drive?
Yeah, what's my phone, do you know?
I don't know where your phone is, babe. Can you call some? Do you know anybody that can come get you,
That's
babe?
what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
How do you usually get somewhere when you go?
I'm gonna call my granddad, man.
Yeah, you need, if you're mom, you need to get down there to the hospital with him. Are y'all boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a bedroom problem in there, so like I got into my scalp and everything, man.
Gotcha. So Jamari ain't been sick or anything?
Saying, like, all this stuff.
He ain't been sick or anything?
No, that's why it confused me when I came in. After I left, he was sitting up perfectly fine. I'll leave over in there.
Oh,
I
God,
come back, he's like that, and I said, what's going on with him?
I gotta sit there before I try to
sit down. Find your ride. Try to get your ride. Go to the hospital.
I can't believe this.
Hey, that's why I left y'all in there. When you was messing with your ear, I'm like, all right, cool, y'all good. I ain't expect to come back in and he's out and you laid out. Like, come on.
Y'all try to get your ride up there, okay?
As officers continued to dig into this mysterious case, things only got more confusing with Jamari's parents lacking the ability to provide helpful statements. At this point, officers were beginning to suspect that there was some acts of negligence. However, it was still too early to assign blame.
This one's going to be a little bit suspicious. It's 20-month-old. There was absolutely no signs of life whatsoever. Med units transporting The parents just aren't acting right. It's just not sounding right. They're giving specifics on what's wrong with the kid and stuff. The mother looks like possibly 1067.
No, he said we're gonna go back down here and hang out.
Well, I got a deputy going to the hospital, so we'll go back inside and hang out, okay?
This is our room right here, sir.
This is where he was positioned, right here. She was laid this way, he was right here. When I walked in, I'm like, hey. Like,
when you walked in before you called us?
Yeah, this is right before when I walked in. I smoked a cigarette, right? I came back in, exactly where you're standing. I looked, I was like, I patted her leg, right? I patted her leg, I said, hey, Jamari, all right? And he was laid on his stomach, you know, face down or whatever, right? Like this. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, it was weird, man. It was just weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm asking her what's going on. She asking me what's going on. What do you mean what's going on? Like,
I'm just waking up. And then on top of that, my ears are ringing so bad, like I can hear.
Why's your ears ringing?
Huh?
Why's your ears ringing?
I don't know.
What in the hell happened during that time when I leave y'all both in here? What in the hell happened for him to be like that when I come back in, man? Like,
on stuff like this, I run it up my chain of command, and this is what they're wanting to do right now. They want y'all to stay here.
No,
and
my son.
Well,
I mean,
they're doing what they can. Just hang tight, okay? I know.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Like, I don't know if he got into anything.
Is there anything he could have got into?
The only thing that he was on the bed. Like, the only thing that we have is home defense.
Well, I don't know, man. It's making sense.
Come on, this is Investigator Bray.
Okay.
I'm about to say, this is the only thing that it's lit. It's got lids on it.
It ain't open or anything? All right, just set it down there.
While Jamari was receiving treatment at the hospital, his parents were invited to the station for an interview with detectives.
We just need to get some information about what happened so that we can get that to the hospital, okay? So that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna go.
See my son?
Well, yeah, but we need to get the information.
Tell me that he's
we don't know. I have to go there after I talk to you, which is why I want to try to get through this as quick as I can.
Something happens to him. It happens to me.
What happened this morning?
I don't know. I was asleep, and his father said that he was awake, and he left us in there. I've been up since about 3 o'clock, 4:30 this morning. As you know, I take care of my great grandmother, so sometimes she's falling a lot, and I went to sleep at probably about 4:45, 5 o'clock this morning. So as you can see, I'm clearly tired, and we're also fighting a bed bug situation. I honestly know what happened because he's claimed that he left us in the room while he went outside to smoke a cigarette.
Okay. Sometime after you went to bed, what did you wake up to?
Jamari, he was laying on his stomach, and he was just kind of kicking his little feet.
He was awake? He was laughing? Okay. Did you call 911?
No, my husband called. I immediately started doing CPR, and because I'm CPR certified, so I knew what to do. But
back me up though, because you were asleep at some point.
Yeah.
What's the next step? What did you wake up to?
I think when I woke up, like I said, Jamari was kicking his feet, and I think Jay came back in. That's my fiance's name, Jay. He came back in, and he said, "Shay, is he okay? He's not breathing, and stuff like that." I said, "Don't say that. Please don't say that." And then I picked my son up.
Where was he when Jay said that?
In the room.
Where in the room was Jamari? Can you hear me?
Kimberly, I need you to listen to me real quick. Listen to me. Look at me. Your son, you're not looking at me or listening to me. Your son is in a hospital right now fighting for his life. And we need this information from you quickly. Listen, so that we can tell these folks how to treat him, okay?
I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like in my room, there's nothing really hazardous. I was showing Officer Roberts. Like the only thing that's on the floor is bed bug spray, but he wasn't on the floor. So I'm trying to figure out.
So when you started doing CPR, help me get from he was kicking his feet on the bed to why you needed to start CPR. How did we get there?
I don't remember. Like I said,
were you sleeping?
Huh?
Were you asleep?
Yeah.
During the interview with Jalaska, he made an interesting revelation about Gloria. Although the detectives were careful not to jump into conclusions just yet, this new piece of information about Mum was too crucial to overlook.
What in the hell happens from you going sitting up on the side of the bed playing with your ear, him sitting there with his sippy cup, till I come back, you're laid out like this, and he's in a whole totally different, what the hell happened in them 8 minutes?
Look, I'm gonna skip some bull with you, okay? And I'm gonna get straight to it because here's the deal. Right now they've got Jamari at the hospital, and they're trying feverishly to figure out what it is that got that baby the way that he is right now.
Right.
Okay. Do you think does your fiance do any illegal drugs?
Yes, that's all I'm saying. Obviously, like, I know she does, right?
Okay.
I know she's prescribed.
Okay.
But I don't know if she had any. I don't know if she had. I don't know.
Let me ask you this question then, because that's a possibility, and that would explain the immediate. If she had something and she was messing with something, do either one of those drugs put her like she is now? I mean, bro, I'm telling you, man, she's having a hard time staying away.
She is out of it, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen her on that for years. She never does that. Now she had a fake one because you know there's so much fake out here. But once again, I don't know if she had anything or not. It's just odd as to me.
How does she act when she's on? What is her
antsy?
And again, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't trying to get her in trouble. I don't care about that.
Yeah, she's antsy. Antsy just
moving around.
Yeah,
opposite than what she is now.
Completely opposite.
How is she when she's on?
She's more chill. This is not like this.
Gloria's inability to engage in a sensible dialogue made Jamari's claims more believable. However, when detectives confronted her about these allegations, she denied them all.
Jamari is on his way to Atlanta. Come on, don't do it. Just stop all that. See, here we go with that.
It's bad.
You want to hear me or not? I'm going to give you a couple minutes, young lady, but I'm not going to sit and listen to that all day.
Oh my God. That's my baby. That's my best friend.
And I believe that. When you get done with all that, I'm going to ask you some questions. The answers might save his life, so let me know when you're finished. Okay?
Go ahead.
All right, so I know that there are times when you struggle with some. I get that. I'm not worried about that. I could give two about that. But if there's a possibility that baby got some this morning, and they're on the way to listen to me. Don't look at me like I got a third eye. And he's on his way to Atlanta right now, fighting for his life. And them folks have no idea. He can't tell them. That information needs to come from you. That information could possibly save Jamari's life.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Not to your knowledge. So if somebody asked me that same question, I'd say, hell no.
No,
so tell me the truth. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm trying to save your son's life. That would explain the reason why he passed completely out in 13 minutes.
And like I said, I don't know if that's...
And you did too.
And like I said, I don't know if that's legitimately accurate time or not. Oh man, I haven't been asleep in like almost...
No, I don't care.
But, yeah.
Lord, I don't care about you sleeping. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to save your son's life.
No.
Does Jamari got bed bug bites on him?
Not to my knowledge. As of last night when I gave him a bath, I think he had one like right here around his elbow.
Months later, after baby Jamari's passing, there was still no resolution for the case. The baby's parents were invited for another round of investigation, hoping that the demise of their son would persuade them to tell the truth this time around.
I know you don't want to point fingers at nobody, and I get that. But man, that's your little man. And we want to find out too what happened to him. Did you see her doing anything that morning, any type of illegal when she was in there with Jamar?
Not that morning.
When you brought the cup, Jamar was good.
He was good.
He was running around doing what 2-year-olds do. Yeah, just hanging out. But in the few minutes that you were gone, smoking a cigarette and came back.
That's when she just totally flipped.
Right. That's what we're talking about. So before you left, was there any indication? Was there any indication that she was about to pop anything, smoke anything?
She was just sitting there, just calmly digging at this point. At first, she was real antsy with it, but you know.
When we went in there and looked, there were little pieces of tinfoil, little bitty specks of tinfoil in the bed. I know from my time working dope stuff that sometimes people put stuff in tinfoil, or they might use it to smoke it or ingest it or somehow. Right. Did you see anything with tinfoil?
I didn't notice anything like
because you slept in that bed that night.
Right.
Didn't notice nothing with tinfoil.
The only way that I can ensure that everything you're telling me is right is to know certain things about the situation that I've asked you about, and unfortunately there is at least one that I know you're not being honest with me about. And so I'll ask you again, in terms of from the time you got out until February 1st, what substances had you used at that time?
Just, I don't know, like just when the defects lady had came to do the little samples or whatever, it came back and told me that I had in my
my system, but it ain't some shit that I do, so I don't know where the that came from. I don't know.
Well, that's important. The fact that you have had in your system.
Right, like she had said the levels or something. She kind of explained it, but
they're high.
I was dumbstruck. Like me and my granddad both were sitting there like, what the damn did I take this and think that, you know, when I took this, was it pressed? Did I trust this person? Just, you know, guessing that it came from a prescription and they really had I don't know, like.
Well, had you ever taken before in your life?
No.
We're not trying to throw nobody under the bus or trying to send nobody back to jail. I want to know what happened to that baby.
I want to know, man.
And we got some tests that have been run, and we got the results back that are giving us questions. And that's why we're asking you this. You know what I mean? There's no doubt you love that baby. There's no doubt. But if there's anything that anybody did that was just an accident that led to that baby passing, we need to know.
While Jalaska had nothing new to add, Gloria, on the other hand, returned with fresh details, which she happily shared with detectives.
Like, I'm starting to have things come back to memory. Like, I'm sure you can see a whole difference in me today as you could, like, last time. I think I was kind of out of it, sleeping on the floor or something. I was able to remember that room. I told him I didn't want to go to that room. I don't know, like, I'm coherent now, and I don't do anything that alters my mind. I smoke a lot, but I don't do anything that would have got me like that. And so now I'm so anxious to hear about these results. Jalaska's in the front seat with me, and he was starting to nod out a little bit. I never seen any on him at that point, but here.
Who was starting to nod out?
Jalaska.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So you picked him up that night?
Mm-hmm. Well, that evening in Buford, it was about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock.
This is the night before
yes.
The incident. Okay.
Yes. And I wanted him to spend time with me, Jamari, and my grandmother and my uncle. So he came up and my uncle called me and said, hey, stop by Publix to get some chicken. As soon as I pulled up in there, Jalaska's head, he started to nod, and the eyes kind of rolling in the back of his head, and you know, and I'm like, hey, I was like, you're on that again, because that is actually his normal that he does.
What is?
It used to be, but ever since house came about, that's what it is, and that's why we're no longer together.
Okay.
And so that night, probably around 7:45, whenever Family Feud comes on, I was in the shower, and I told Jalaska, say, hey, watch Jamari while I go in here and take a shower. And so after I take a shower, I'm gonna give Granny a bath and give her her meds. So I'm in the shower, maybe not even 2 minutes later, I hear running through the house. And I peep out, I'm looking out the curtain, and I said, that's Jamari. So I jump out, all soaking wet, naked, and I'm running through the house to get the baby. And my granny's like, Shay, she's like, get Jamari, he's about to get in the trash. So I grabbed him off me, and she's like, why are you soaking wet? I said, Granny, I was in the shower. And so I grabbed the baby, and I run back there to Jalaska, and Jalaska's, he's sitting on the bed like this. He's like this. Again, I did not see the so it's hard to say, but like I said, anytime I see foil, anytime he opens up his wallet, the 9 times out of 10, the first thing you're gonna see is foil with the traces or the trails, whatever you call it. And so I seen the foil, but I never seen the. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like he was knotted out that night, on the. And then I asked him a couple days, like when my son passed at the hospital, that day Uber actually took me and Jalaska home, but Jalaska made a stop at someone's house who I knows that sells, who was one of my cousins. He stayed in there for about 10 minutes, and the Uber was like, well, we have to go or I have to charge you extra. And we didn't pay for this Uber home. I believe it was Scottish Rite that paid for the Uber. But they stopped by and they made a pit stop there at this house, and we was there for like 10 minutes until Jalaska came out. And probably about not even 30 seconds after getting down the road, Jalaska's like this. I don't know, like I know the facts that they closed the case, but I want to know what my test results were, because I really feel like I might have had that stuff in my system, and I don't know how or why. And with him telling the story of, hey, I woke up, the baby was awake, and then 8 minutes later and 25 seconds I come back in and we're both asleep, it don't sound right to me. Anytime my son is awake, I'm awake. I mean, I've been taking care of my son by myself for all those months, 21 months. October 21st, 2021, he got locked up because we were living at the Budgetel. He had my son, who was 6 months at the time, in his care. I ended up getting off work. Jalaska is passed out on the sink with the foil in his hand and the big old rock sitting right there. He's knotted out, and my son is there crying on the bed, and I called 911 and I The reason I call 911 is because I see that and I'm like, Jalaska, are you okay? Jalaska gets up, knocks me the out, knocks out 2 of my teeth up here, which I have super glued in still to this day. And they came and got him. It took like 6 Home County Sheriff's officers to get him. Yeah, and this was October 21st, 2021. And so I went and ended up going to a domestic shelter and staying there for a while.
After listening to Gloria ramble on for minutes, it was time for the detectives to break down their observations.
I'm listening to you talk. We've been here for about 45 minutes talking, and you talked about various and stuff, and talked about some of the issues that you and Jalaska have gone through and your situation now and your new man. But I've noticed that you ain't asked a whole lot of questions about Jamara. And you ain't asked, no, listen, but you ain't asked about, I mean, you know the lady's got the information that you're looking for, but I mean, instead of pressing to find out about your child, you're talking about the issues that you've been going through. And that's confusing. That's just keeping it real. That's confusing to me.
Well, I just felt like you guys wanted to know, like, I guess some of the stuff that's been going on or what I do remember, you know, from as the time had progressed. Because like I said, the first day I came here, I was kind of out of it.
What a reasonable person would think, okay, that's probably what happened. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what happened.
Right.
You know?
I feel that something was left around Jamari while I was asleep. Me and that baby. Like I said, he said that Jalaska told me that he woke up.
I'm asking you to tell me what happened to your baby. And
That
stop. You're telling me what your alibi is.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. I'm asking you, what do you believe in your heart of hearts happened to your baby? And the first thing out of your mouth is an alibi.
Something was left around Jamari.
What was it?
That I don't know. Like I said, it could have been a piece of foil or anything. Because I remember when y'all...
That had what? Yeah.
So one thing we ain't gonna do is act all crazy.
Please.
We're not gonna act all crazy.
Is that what's going on?
That's all you talked about.
No, is that what happened to my son, though?
That's all you talked about this whole time.
Is that what it is?
Stop all that.
No, please, is that what it is?
Do you want to finish talking with us, or you want to?
I want y'all to finish talking. Well, us to finish talking. But is that what happened to him?
Yes, that's exactly what happened to him. You knew it. It's like my brother said. You knew it. You knew
I've been telling everybody this. I swear to God, I believe something was left around my son. Because listen, like, Jalaska's been out for 3 months. The whole time that he's been locked up for those, I think it was like 13 months when he got locked up in October. Nothing like that has ever happened to my son. Nothing has ever been left around my son. My son has never gotten into anything or nothing like that.
Because why? Because you were careful where you left it?
No, because it's not what I do. What I do is...
So we talked about that, right? So here's the thing about that. You were very clear on what Jalaska does. You were very clear on what you do. We're all pretty well aware of the fact that the effects of are almost immediate. When you woke up and you weren't feeling so hot, or whatever it was that you said happened, there's no paranoia.
Right, nothing nowhere.
Right, because it wasn't smoked. It had to have been that it was snorted or touched. It had to have.
And it had to be touched. But see, that's the thing.
Which means it probably had to be either straight or laced with.
So is there any way that you guys could tell, like, they did a test on me, defects.
Yeah.
Are y'all able to tell me what was in my system?
Identical to what killed your child.
Absolutely identical.
And then,
same exact substance.
What? And it's not the kind of substance that's smoked.
Oh my God.
So what I need to know from you, because this is that moment. We all know accidents happen. We know that sometimes you just need a fix. We get that.
Right.
But what we can't get and we can't get around is if you lie about it.
I've never had
So I need to know.
Any of my substances, I've never taken it to that room. And
but listen, it doesn't matter. It could have just been on your hands. It could have been on your body. Listen to me. What I need to know is when you got up that morning, what happened?
That's what I can't tell. Like I said, all I remember is getting slapped on my leg and Jalaska panicking. And he's...
So you want me to believe that you went to bed at 3 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was the last time you snorted?
No, the last time I did it was like I said, around Family Feud time.
And several hours later, it somehow manages to get Mari.
Yeah, because Jalaska doesn't do it. And not to my knowledge, he hasn't did it around me.
That's my point.
This is crazy.
Once again, Gloria hopped on emotional antics as a means of appearing innocent, but this time around, the detectives weren't having it.
That's something that we have to own up to and say,
Oh, God.
I might have been responsible.
Oh my God, I just can't.
I introduced it, I brought it in the room, it was on my hand, it was on my nose, my baby touched my face. Whatever happened, we just need to know.
Nobody's saying that you intentionally.
No, I just couldn't imagine that. So that's why I was so discombobulated when y'all seen me. I guess, like I said, I do remember kind of falling asleep, and I think I was in a chair or something like that. Y'all talking to me and said, "We're trying to talk to you about your son, and you're falling asleep." I think you might have said that.
If you're telling me you did not do straight that morning,
I swear.
Okay, I believe that. Then it was in your. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And the effects of that had to have been immediate.
And that's why I was like that, and that's why my son.
And that's why there might be, maybe there is a little bit of time that morning you don't remember. But if you can't remember, what do we have to do? Like what Joe said. We have to go with what makes the most sense. Someone that was not under the influence of something.
And who was not under the influence? Because Jay was under the influence from that evening until then. Like I said, we stopped. Well, we didn't stop. He had already stopped. He said at the guy's house and had something, but I never seen it. Never seen it.
We saw him that morning.
And we talked to him.
Yeah, I know.
He was not under the influence.
He has a tolerance for this.
Okay.
Shay, listen, it's not that.
And me?
Not that much.
Huh?
Nobody's got that much of a tolerance. That man looked like he just come out of church. His story is this: that y'all woke up together, everybody was fine, the baby was on the couch, you were fine, you were listening to him, and he goes outside to smoke a cigarette, and we came back, you were nodding off. This is what's important for you to think about and remember. That's exactly the way you were acting in the interview.
Right. Right.
So his story is believable. Your story is that he came in and slipped into your mouth or something and drugged his own child.
I don't feel like he drugged his own child. I feel like he might have got a hold of it, but I don't feel like he drugged his own child.
So we talked to two people that morning, you and Jalaska. Jalaska wasn't nodding. You were absolutely nodding. So who would you think, going back to reasonable, who's the last person to do?
Right.
Who do you think would be if you were me?
Right, and I would think me. Right.
Or Jalaska?
Myself, of course, but it's the thing, like, I don't do. That's why it's hard to believe you guys.
But whatever happened, what my partner's saying, what I'm saying is, you had that around somewhere where Jamar got into it. You did it on accident. I think you're a loving mama.
I swear.
I believe you.
Go for it.
But you can't put it on somebody else.
What happened that morning?
I don't know.
Okay, so
like I said,
you know that you went to the bathroom. You know that you went to the bathroom because there's something wrong with your ear. That you were in the bathroom for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm telling you, the thing that happened immediately after that is you came back and you sat on the bed.
Okay.
Okay, Jalaska goes and gets the water. He puts it in the sippy cup and hands it to the baby. Baby's sitting up in the bed, fully awake. Jalaska wakes up first, baby wakes up second, you wake up third.
Okay.
No crime in that.
Okay.
So all of these things happened. I think you're admitting they happened. You know they happened. He says, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. When he comes back, baby who did wake up that morning, nothing happened to him in the middle of the night. He did wake up that morning. He watched cartoons that morning. He sipped out of his sippy cup water that morning. These things happened and you know they happened. Do not. You know they happened. And you're acting like they don't, and you're acting like he's concocted this story when in reality is you know all those things happened.
I mean, I know from what
he said. At that point, maybe.
I didn't believe it. God, I'm not lying about my son. I was so discombobulated that morning, I barely remember talking to you guys almost.
The problem is if you know these little details happened, these things happened, you know they happened. I can tell because you just said it. You just said they happened. You acknowledge they happened, which means you remember they happened. Which says to me, you waking up to getting your leg slapped and baby already being gone was a completely 100% fabricated lie.
After a lengthy interrogation, the truth finally came out, and all fingers pointed at Gloria, who up until this point refused to agree that her irresponsibility exposed her child to danger.
I can honestly, to God and all my sons, say that I don't believe that is a lie. That's honestly what I truly believe when, like I said,
you just
that's what I
told
remember.
me you remember those things, though. You remember getting up and your ear driving you crazy,
Yes.
and you remember going to the bathroom.
But it was so scattered is what I'm saying. Like my memory is just so scattered and
That's
just.
fine. You still remembered it happened, which validates that it happened.
Right.
He's not lying about that. Jalaska is not lying about that. You confirmed it. We confirmed it because you said the last thing you put in his sippy cup was juice the night before. When we got there, the sippy cup had water in it, which is what Jalaska told us.
I'm trying to
It's
figure
what
out,
you
like-
knew happened.
But
my point is,
I'm just trying to figure out how would a substance
Shay,
to my
focus on what I'm saying. I'm saying that you came in here and you told us one thing when you know and we know and Jalaska knows and Jamari knows exactly what happened.
I asked you specifically, did you use it all? You said no. Listen. She asked you the same exact question. There's a reason why we do that. And you said, no, I used all of it, girl, and laughed. Jamari got a hold of drugs with him, and it stopped his little heart in the bedroom, in the bed, beside you. We know that happened when Jalaska was outside using the phone. And we know that you have told us multiple stories where Jalaska told us one. I'm not trying to pin nothing on you, but you know what it is?
It hurts so much.
I know it does. I know. But you know what you got to do? You got to let go of it.
I can't. Please, I can't. I'm not letting go. It's my fault. My son is gone. I can't let go of that. I can't live and I can't let go of it.
I believe you.
I can't. I don't know if y'all seen pictures of that baby, but I can't let go.
Beautiful son. I know it hurts you.
You can't hold on.
Oh my God.
The longer you hold on to it, the worse it is for you.
What do I do? How do I get through this?
That guilt is going to eat you out. You have got to let it out.
Gloria was still yet to understand the severity of the situation until the final blow came in and she realized that she was done for.
This was your mistake. This wasn't Jalaska's mistake. Help us understand what happened to Jamari. How did his little heart explode?
Y'all just told me. Y'all just helped me understand what happened to Jamari.
Jalaska took a test too. In the system.
What?
Whoa, bring it down just a little bit. He didn't have no in the system.
What was in the system?
Something. Maybe some. Yeah. And he told us all about that. He said don't mess with him.
The only thing that I hate myself so much because if I did something that morning, I swear to y'all, I don't remember. And it wasn't to blame Jalaska to get out of anything. It's just always been me and that baby by myself. Just me and the baby. I've never had a partner to help. Jalaska's only been there for 3 months.
Well, he sounds like a guy based on your history. This deputy is going to transport you to the jail because part of my job after I do everything is to talk to a judge about what happened. And I just talked to magistrate court judge about everything. And there will be additional charges.
What?
It's part of taking responsibility for what happened.
So what am I getting charged with?
You'll be charged with cruelty to children in the 2nd degree because it resulted in the death of your child. It will also have in the 2nd degree.
What? No. There's no way that can be beat.
What do you mean beat?
My child, no.
Your child is deceased from a overdose. Do you understand? That in and of itself is a crime, right?
Sir, can you go ahead and take me, please? Right now. I'm done with her. Thank you. I'm ready. Please don't say nothing else to me. What? Can I please have that number? The number that you called for me earlier is one of my family members. I need somebody to know what's going on in my family.
A resolution was finally reached, and Gloria Stringer was charged with the demise of her son. Gloria's actions might have been awful, but not as despicable as Sam's, who tried to cover his tracks after ending his girlfriend's life.
When I got phone with you, you said that I was the last person to see her alive.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Yep.
I didn't say that.
No, we're going home.
Where'd you go?
I went straight home.
What am I on the list for? I'll explain it here in a minute, all right?
Step second. Use of the corpse.
What?
On the 13th of February 2023, after finishing her shift at Sugar's Lounge and Diner, 60-year-old Eileen Gowan informed her daughter that she would be going over to her friend's, Mike Brockman, to pick up some things. To get to Mike's apartment, Eileen requested a ride from her ex-boyfriend, Sam Brammer, who obliged and picked her up from work. Hours after leaving Sugar's, Eileen's daughter began to worry as efforts to contact her remained unsuccessful. After Eileen was reported missing, police officers opened an investigation and spoke with the two men in her life who were the most important leads.
So basically, I mean, as you know, I talked to you on Monday. Or Wednesday, I guess, was the first day I talked to you. I had received information from some of the family that you and Eileen were possibly in a relationship, or kind of sort of, she may have lived with you for a few days or a week or so, but if you could just kind of go before Monday, just kind of tell us how you guys know each other, how she ended up out there at your place, that kind of thing, and then we'll kind of move from there.
She was a waitress at Sugar's, and I knew her from in there, and I talked to her before and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she told me, I don't know, it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday night, that she got kicked out and she needed a place to stay. I said, well, you can stay at my place for a couple days. I think it was Friday. She called me and she said, I won't be coming back. She says, we're getting back together, her and her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And all I know is his first name's Sam. I don't know anything else about him.
Okay.
And so I didn't see her. And then she called me crying on that Saturday night, and she said, oh, we got into it, can I come out for a day? I said, you can come back out, but you gotta be gone Monday because I can't have this, I'm single, I don't want anything like this going on. So I took her to work Monday morning, that'd been a week ago yesterday, dropped her off at 5 a.m. and she was supposed to get off at, I don't know, she said 7 or 8. Her daughter was gonna pick her up. She's gonna go to her mom's and get her safe and take to her daughter's. And then she was supposed to come back to work at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, then I get a phone call from the bar saying, hey, have you seen her? And I said, I haven't seen her, I haven't talked to her, nothing. Oh, she didn't show up for work, she didn't show up. I said, I haven't heard anything. And I tried to contact her and couldn't get a hold of her. So I sent her a text message and I said, all your stuff that's bagged up is gonna be sitting behind the bar. You gotta get it, I want it out of here. I don't wanna mess with any more of this. And I never, since 5 o'clock that Monday morning, I'd never had any contact with her, phone, text, or anything. And then I didn't know anything till right before you called me that she'd come up missing.
Okay.
We've all seen it before. Jealous exes become vengeful and do horrible things to their ex-partners. With rumors about Mike's potential romantic feelings for Eileen, the theory of a jealous ex was something detectives needed to rule out.
Has anybody said anything to you that Eileen was saying anything about you? Have you heard anything about her making any statements about you and your behavior while she lived or was staying with you out there?
No.
So you haven't heard that she may have made a statement that you possibly her while she was out there?
No.
Okay. That statement was made to a couple people that you supposedly laid down on her bed with her and spooned her from behind. Is that?
No.
Can you tell me, is that any of that accurate? Any of those statements?
I would not do that because, like I said, she was a loose cannon, and she's scared.
I mean, I guess here's the deal. You're a grown man. She's a grown woman. You know, if there was any type of whatever contact between you that was consensual, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I mean, she was crying that first night she come out, and I hugged her.
Okay.
But there was no relationship, no asking for it or anything.
Next, the cops diverted attention to Sam Bremer, Eileen's ex and the last person she had seen before disappearing.
Already met Detective Dyer.
Yeah, we get first names, but
Yeah, this is Detective Dyer. I'm the sergeant that you talked to on the phone. My name's Ted Roberts. I'm a
you
sergeant.
know, when I got on the phone with you, and you said that I was the last person to see her alive.
Well, I didn't say that.
Yep.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you sure did.
I said you were the last person that saw her before she went missing.
You said that, I got the phone, I said, no, I didn't. I want them to arrest me, so I can have a lawyer.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's I think you misheard me there. I got it recorded. I'll have to go back and listen to it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what I said. But I mean, basically, we got a crazy deal here where, Eileen is evidently, her family and everything else, she's never done this kind of thing before. She's never just, took off and gone. They all know
What she does is she comes to me, and she's moved in with me 4 or 5 times. But usually when she moves in with me, she stays away from home.
Yeah, because they said they talk every day. The daughter and her talk every day on the phone or whatever she says. Yeah.
If they need something, then they'll get hold of her.
Okay.
Just like when she got arrested for a DWI, she went to jail, they finally bailed her up. What they did, they took her and dropped her off at the bar.
Okay.
And she was homeless.
Okay. If you could, I just need to know what went on Monday morning. What happened Monday morning with you?
She texted me.
Okay.
And wanted to know if I would come and get her, because one of her friends supposedly was supposed to come and get her, and supposedly ran out of gas. So
did she tell you the friend's name or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I got there, and I said, I'll be there in a minute. She goes, don't come inside. I don't want Megan to know that we're back, or you're with me. I said, okay. And I pulled up, she gets in the truck. We take off, run out to this, supposedly the one that tried to do something with her.
Mm-hmm.
And dropped her off there. Then I left. And then wasn't too long after that is when she called me. I think she was at my house knocking. See, you can't get in my apartment building unless you have a key to get in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she was knocking on my window. I didn't look, I didn't care. I just wanted to lay down and take a nap. That's when she texted me, wanted to know if I could talk to Emmy about letting her move back in, because this guy, now that's true.
When?
That night.
The night before Monday?
The night before Monday, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if that was true or not. I don't know if she was just saying that to get me to take her back or what, I don't know.
Sam's story was being backed up with texts from Eileen, but even with this, the detectives weren't ruling him out as a suspect just yet.
Please talk to Emmy, see if I can come back home. He me last night, Sam, I love you, I promise I'll quit drinking. Please give me another chance. Then she says, I'm hanging out with her, and this was at 122.
What's it say?
And it says here, I'm hanging out with a friend, I will get a hold of you later. I'm not going to work. I'm not going back to work.
Back at 2, right?
I think 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember.
Okay.
And then you go to work, go back there, they treat me like shit. And then she says, you've seen it. They have. I mean, but I can't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, why are you telling me? Why didn't you tell me this earlier when I was talking to you? You're drunk. You're drunk, ain't you? Be honest. That's why I can't do this no more. Please, do not call me no more, text me no more. I'll be friends with you at work. And that's where she got pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you said you dropped her off in front of Mike's house.
Yeah.
And you watched her walk into the...
All she did was she got out and she walked in front of the truck, and she walked in front of the truck. I went and turned, and that's when I left.
Okay, so you didn't see her get into the house, anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
So if she had walked away from there, I mean, that's quite a ways away from your apartment complex. I wonder how she would have gotten to you.
Supposedly some friend was supposed to come and pick her up.
The following day, Sam was invited back to the station. After a review of the camera footage from the day Eileen went missing showed some inconsistencies in his statement.
The other day when we were in here, you told me that you got a phone call from her and you went to pick her up from work. So if you could do me a favor and just kind of go through that timeline again. We know that it was somewhere right around at 8:30. So if you can just kind of go through that timeline again as far as
I'm not too sure on the time.
Okay.
But anyway, she texted me that morning, and I didn't text her back. I called her, and she wanted to know if I would come and get her, because some girl was supposed to pick her up, and she ran out of gas. So I went and picked her up, and she got in the truck. I left, and she wanted to talk to me about helping her get in the apartment, because she lived in the same apartment building I did, but she didn't pay her rent, so she got kicked out. So, but she didn't want to go home right away. So me and her just went right down Broadway, and then she wanted to stop at her mom's house. I stopped at her mom's house, and she was in there for, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. She come out of there, got back in, and then we was going back down Broadway, just talking some more. And she promised me, she wanted me to drop her back off at his house. But she made me to promise I wouldn't do nothing to him, and I told her I promise. As a matter of fact, when we get there, you just get out, you walk in front of the truck, I'll turn around and I'll leave. And she says, okay.
Okay, so you went up there, you dropped her off, then what'd you do?
And as soon as I pulled up, and she didn't want me to go in the driveway in case he was there.
Okay.
And she got out of the truck. When she got out of the truck, she walked in front of the truck, and that's when I went straight, turned around, and came back.
Okay.
And I hit straight home.
So you went back down to the highway, went back down to Kingsville?
You left her there?
Huh?
You left her there?
Yeah.
Or you?
No, she got out of the truck. She didn't want to come in.
Just a second ago, you said she went in, grabbed clothes, came back out to your truck, and you guys left again.
No. That was at her mom's house.
Detectives began to poke through the holes in Sam's statement, but Sam remained adamant, refusing to admit what they all knew. His story was all a lie.
We got a small little snap here we need to talk to you about, okay? So you said after you dropped her off, out there off of Highway 191 at that residence, you headed back to your apartment. We checked some of our cameras, okay, and we have a camera at 36th and Broadway, and we have your truck going westbound at 9:28 a.m. going to Omaha, okay? When you passed 36th and Broadway heading west. So you didn't go home, you went over to Omaha, it looks like. Do you remember what you did or who you saw?
I don't remember going to Omaha.
Where'd you go?
I told you I went straight home. I don't remember going to Omaha.
Well, the camera doesn't lie. It's your truck and it's your license plate number.
Right.
Okay. At 36th and Broadway at 9:28 a.m. Going west toward 480. And then 1 hour later, you're coming back from Omaha and you're going eastbound coming back into Council Bluffs. 1 hour later.
No, we're going home.
Where'd you go?
I went straight home.
Sam became increasingly suspicious after he visited a scrapyard and requested to get his truck crushed into pieces. The case was finally sealed and ruled as a homicide after Eileen's body was found in a ditch by the roadside, and an autopsy ruled strangulation as the cause of demise.
Hello, morning. We're looking for your grandfather. Is he here? Okay, just 1 second. Just go. Sam, right? He goes by Sam. Okay. Is there anybody else in there?
No, just him. He's sleeping.
Okay. Has he got any guns or anything like that? Okay. Well, he's got a warrant, so we need to talk to him. Just let that officer in. I'll be right there.
Ivan! Step out here. Show us your hand. No.
No.
Hey.
Okay. Come here. You got a warrant for your arrest. I'll let you smoke that if you just.
Let me put it up here.
No. Oh, you can smoke it. All right.
I'll try.
All right.
Get my shoes?
Yeah, we'll get them.
You're in a
Yeah. We'll get them. I'll
What
put
am I
two.
arrest for?
Huh?
What am I arrest for?
I'll explain it here in a minute. All right.
Step second. Use of a corpse.
What?
Okay, he'll be Pot County. He'll be able to call you in a little bit. Thank you.
Ivan Sam Brammer was eventually charged with homicide and sentenced to 65 years in prison. In the next case, the demise of a baby led officers to unearth the true nature of a babysitter hired to provide care.
Do they know anything right now? Is she breathing?
I don't know.
And then about 10:30, she was still very fussy, so I just kind of let her go.
She texted me and told me what she said. Like,
Can I see that test?
My mom's friend's son passed away from swallowing.
On June the 26th, 2024, the Pecan Police Department received a distressing 911 call from a man who reported that a baby he and his girlfriend were babysitting wasn't breathing.
So 911, what's the address of your emergency?
1200 Avenue.
Tell me exactly what happened.
So my girlfriend is watching a toddler. We put her up for a nap. She is not breathing.
Are you with her now?
Yes, I am.
Is she awake?
She is not.
Is she breathing?
Out. She is not. She's turning purple.
All right, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line.
All right, thank you.
Are you right by the baby now?
Yes, I am.
Listen carefully. I want you to lay the baby flat on her back on the floor and remove anything from under her head. And then kneel next to the baby and look in the mouth for food or vomit. Let me know when you've got that done.
Look for food or vomit?
Yes. Kneel next to the baby and look in the mouth for food or vomit. Is there anything in the mouth?
Hold on, I'm looking. I do not see anything, sir.
I'm sorry, what? Are you there?
Yeah, I do not feel it. I don't hear anything. I think it looks like there's vomit on her shirt.
Listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do chest compressions. I want you to make sure the baby is flat on her back on the floor. I want the chest to come all the way up between pumps. Count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
Here.
There's an officer there?
Yes.
Okay, let them take over, okay?
Alarmed by the severity of the situation, first responders raced to the scene hoping to resuscitate the baby in time. What deputies didn't realize was that the seemingly accidental events would turn out to be not so accidental after all.
Okay. Who was the child?
A kid from her mom. But she went to go wake her up from a nap. No breathing. And she's delirious.
Which room?
It looks like she choked on a child.
How long ago? I know nothing.
Put her on for a nap about 10 p.m. Or not 10 p.m., 10:30.
Upstairs here?
Yep, so it's gonna be the far back.
Alright, there's an officer up there and fireman up there. I'm gonna stand out here and just direct the AMP guys up here. Who all lives here, guys? Whose place is it?
It's me and my girlfriend.
You and your girlfriend live here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
My girlfriend laid her down at about 10:30 for a nap.
Okay.
And she usually just naps and then we get her and she comes down and eats. And we went up there and nothing.
Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, yeah.
It looks like she choked on her puke.
We got the right people here to try to fix this and take care of this, so let's get them up there, alright?
I don't know. I'm not up there. I'm scared. I'm shaking really bad.
I'm gonna have you come out here with this officer here, just kind of tell him what you were telling me, to the left and upstairs. He told me that his girlfriend put the baby down to sleep, and then when they went upstairs, he was kind of choking and not really sure exactly what's going on, so I'm just directing people upstairs. Keep talking what you're doing, let them do their work, but these officers will probably just kind of talk and get this, do their part of it, and we'll let the medical people take care of that, okay? Who's this baby right here?
That's my baby.
That's your baby, okay.
Yeah. I just put her up to take a nap.
Okay, all right. Who are you talking to?
Her mom.
Yeah, yep. You go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I put her up there about 10:30, and she fell asleep about 11. And I just went to wake her up because I usually let her sleep for an hour. I had her lunch in the microwave, and I went up there to check on her, and there was nothing.
Are you ventilating them okay?
Yeah.
Yep. So ventilations are fine. All right, let's get them on a monitor, get access, get one round of drugs and round. Let's do a pulse check.
I don't want to put words in your mouth or anything that like the sergeant has said, so can you just kind of again explain to me the timeline of events that
So it was about 10:30. We took her, my girlfriend took her up to put her down for a nap. Okay. She took her down to a nap in my son's room.
Okay.
And his infant bed or whatever.
Okay.
Sorry, it's okay. A lot going on.
Sure,
Just
I understand. Yeah, absolutely.
So when they did that, my girlfriend just went to check up on her because we didn't hear anything, and usually she wakes up at this time. She went up there and she wasn't breathing, nothing.
Okay. Was she moving at all?
No.
Is this also your daughter too?
No.
Okay. And then and this is your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, she has a history of colic since she was newborn, had an episode of vomiting yesterday and several bouts of diarrhea lately. Nothing abnormal in that, just vomited the one time after eating. She is up to date on all immunizations and medications.
You guys are babysitting. Yeah.
As paramedics fought to save the baby's life, a nearby officer began questioning the babysitter and her boyfriend. But their nervous glances and contradicting answers hinted that something was definitely amiss.
What's mom's name? Is this her?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking so bad.
Hi. Now, right now, the medical personnel are upstairs working. We're going to keep you out here. We don't know exactly what's going on. That's awesome for coming here. But it was actually one of the paramedics that was giving me information from you through her. So, yeah, we'll stay here. And we're gonna get.
I'm gonna call my fiance.
Yep, I think that's a good idea. Yeah,
Do they know anything right now? Is she breathing?
I don't know. No, but I got here and I sent the superheroes upstairs to do what they got to do, and I just kind of stayed down here to keep
like
this
she
part
threw
going
up
here.
all over her. Okay. Had her lunch in the microwave.
Okay, they're coming out right now. They're coming. Yep. So let's stay
they're
here.
coming out
and
right now.
Yep. They're gonna come out and they're gonna get her to the ambulance. We'll figure out a way to get you there because I don't want you driving in this state. I'm not sure if you ride in the ambulance
This is a company vehicle.
or maybe I can
Yeah,
drive you.
I don't
Maybe you
think I
can
should
ride
drive.
with me. Yeah. Maybe I can drive you to get you to the hospital. That's probably the best idea. Did you want to sit in my squad car where it's air conditioned? And
No,
just
I
relax
need
it?
to see her.
Okay. Yeah.
I need
No.
to see her.
I think that makes sense. Yep, I think that's good. I was just thinking if you wanted to, I was offering that as an option. Yep. She's standing right here, wants to see everything. We're at the end of the sidewalk. Just hey, I just wanna alert you.
She's gonna have
probably
a lot of things on her,
a
I
lot of
know.
stuff going on. So
I
I want
know.
you to get to see her
I know.
and watch, but we've got to let them do what they can to save her life. And I know, I'm just letting you know it already is alarming and distressing and everything, but yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Who found little one up in the?
It wasn't her. She
I
had nothing
wasn't
to do
here. I
with
just
the
came from
babysitter.
work.
Caleb's on it.
Oh, okay.
Kenna.
Well,
Medics just want to know, like, she talked to her.
Kenna's.
positioning and everything.
Alright, we're gonna go into the living room, past the door, and let him open it for us.
Oops, sorry. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's go sit in my car and then call her to the hospital, right? I got you.
Oh my god!
We're just gonna sit in my car. I got you.
Go to St. Francis. Oh my god!
It was apparent that the mother was barely holding it together, so officers tried to escort her to the hospital. But back at the scene, some of the officers couldn't shake the feeling that something about the whole incident seemed eerily odd.
Able to get anything. Crib looks clean. Butler did really good. He took his camera.
Babysitters.
Yeah, took a real good video of the crib before he touched anything. Baby was found face down. Been sleeping like roughly 2 hours.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, do you need me to hang up on you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it together, but I can't. Go to St. Francis, OSF. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, no, and like everything looks pretty clean. It looks like a nice kid's bedroom. Like there were some blankets in there. I wonder if it was like rolled open on his stomach and just wasn't strong enough to roll back over and smother the blanket.
So they're gonna take back to an emergency room, obviously. So you can either wait in the lobby, wait outside, talk to people. I'm gonna get another officer here to kind of facilitate so you are, kept up to speed on exactly what's going on and what's happening. But we want to give them the ability to do what they've got to do here. So
the babysitter is hysterical. She said she has laid the kid down at 10 something, came up at like 12:45, and the child was blue. Babysitter's boyfriend is super calm. There's some things that are just kind of up in the air right now. Mother was not here. The child was in the care of a babysitter. That babysitter and boyfriend are on the way to the PD now. They're going down there for initials. The child was on its stomach.
When I got there, the dude had him on his back doing CPR, and then I took over. It seemed like I don't know how he was sleeping.
This was all in the bedroom.
But yeah, I mean, blue tongue, blue lips, blue skin, nothing.
Was it cold?
No.
Tragically, just 30 minutes after arriving at the hospital, the little one was declared to have passed away. But it was what came next that truly rattled detectives. The babysitter and her boyfriend were brought in for questioning, who suspiciously did not seem to grieve at all.
Hello? Yeah. don't know. I'm just in this room by myself and I don't like it.
Oh, Kenna.
I'm just really scared.
Well, there was nothing you could do. Kenna could have went to her house.
You need to stay on the phone with me until somebody comes in.
So have you seen Sylvie at all today?
I have not.
So by the time that you
Woke up and
woke up, she was already upstairs, laid down for the day?
Yeah.
Okay. When you came down, did everything seem normal? Like, did she seem flustered at all? Was there any issues?
Everything looked fine.
Had you heard, because she said that Sylvie had been like a little bit fussy and...
She screams a lot and cries because when Kenna first started watching her, she told me she was colicky, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Who figured out that something was wrong with Sylvie, or like how did that all play out?
Kenna was making lunch with for all the kids, and she was making Sylvie's lunch because she usually wakes up by now. Kenna went up there, and Kenna came running down the stairs and goes, I think she's dead. And I'm like, what? And so then I jumped up and I ran upstairs and I saw her and I called 911 right away.
When you first walked into the bedroom, what did you see?
When all I see was, I walk in, Sylvie's in the crib, and it looks like Kenna flipped her to face her up to get her awake, and that's what I walked into. Her face kind of purplish, but just like right there.
Laying face up in the crib. Okay. Alrighty. I think I pretty much, my biggest thing is just getting like your guys' base statements.
No, I get you.
I'm gonna talk to her then, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay? Alrighty. If you need anything though, just get up and either yell out the door or knock or something, but we'll get you whatever you need.
Thank you.
After listening to the boyfriend's side of the story, the detective then turned her attention to the babysitter. But her answers did nothing but paint a disturbing picture of her mindset.
Yeah. Do you want me to end this?
Yeah, if you would. You can tell you'll be able to call her back as soon as I'm done. Just run me through like from the time that you woke up, just to the time that like we got called out, okay?
Sylvie was very fussy, so I was feeding her a bottle and trying to like calm her down. Then she started to fall asleep in my arms, so then I took her upstairs, laid her down. She was fussy, so I brought her back down, and then she played with some of her toys. She has a caddy there of toys. And then about 10:30, she was still very fussy, so I just kind of let her go. And 10:30, I took her back upstairs and laid her down. And then, I put her in her pink sleep sack, and then laid her down. And I turned the fan on for her because it gets warm in there. And then I went downstairs to start making lunch for everybody, which is what I was doing whenever I went upstairs to check on her and to wake her up because her mom only wants her to sleep for an hour.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed that she wasn't breathing at all. So then I ran downstairs. And he went upstairs and I told him to call 911 because I was scared.
Yeah.
I still am. And then I went over to my sister's to have her come over so that I could have somebody.
Who dropped Sylvie off this morning?
Her mom. As soon as she left, Sylvie was crying.
Okay.
Yeah, she's already pretty colicky.
Okay.
So I just kind of figured that's what it was.
That's like the norm for her.
Acid reflux, yeah.
Okay. So usually fussy is not like
it's not
crazy out of the norm.
But it's also like as much as she was today, it wasn't like normal at all for her.
Okay. She seemed more upset than normal.
Yeah. I had taken her up to lay her down for a little bit.
Okay.
For 5 minutes, if that.
Okay.
Because I don't like listening to them cry.
Was that 5 minute like because I have a 2-year-old, I get like sometimes you need a mental break. Was that like a mental break period for you or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get her upstairs because she's being fussy and you need a second.
And normally when she's fussy, she's just tired.
When you brought Sylvie back downstairs before she started playing with her toys, where was he still sleeping at that point, or had he already come down?
He came down about the same time that I had brought Sylvie down.
Okay. So then you bring her down. How long were you guys all like in the living room before nap time?
We were in there from like 9:45 to 10:30 whenever I laid her down.
Okay. When you brought Sylvie down the first time,
yeah,
that was around the same time I was getting up for the day.
Yeah.
You said that you had at one point come upstairs and that you had to pump.
Yes.
Was that before or after?
No, she was still down there with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was clear at this point that either one of the two was lying, since the boyfriend claimed that he hadn't seen baby Sylvie at all that day. The detective quickly grasped this small detail and started pressing harder.
I don't understand, I guess, after talking to both of you. He said he was sleeping like the entire time.
Yeah, he was, and then came down at 9:30.
Yeah, but he said like he hadn't even seen Sylvie today.
He was down there with her.
Do you know why he would make it sound like he didn't watch her at all and had no contact with her this morning?
Maybe it's because he was on his Xbox. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because he said like because I was like, you didn't even see her today?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I didn't even see her. And so that makes me like,
right.
Concerned. Do you guys do like baby monitors at all or anything like that?
There's one in there, but we haven't used it.
Okay, let me run and ask him then about just that one thing. Alright, I'll be right back.
As soon as the detective left, the babysitter quickly texted her boyfriend, seemingly coaching her boyfriend on what to say during his police interview. But she didn't expect what the boyfriend did next.
I think I pretty much have it like initial timeline and everything plotted out. There was like, just with talking to her, like trying to make sure that I understand where everybody was at all points in time. She said that Sylvie was just playing with her toys by herself. The boys were on Xbox and stuff, and so she just left you down there with them while she went up to. Okay. Why? I don't understand why she would.
I have no idea.
Okay. And so you come down, and then she went up to shower and pump?
Yes.
Okay. And you would have had all the kids then, because she's not going to take the kids up there to pump.
I never saw Sylvie today.
You're not being fully honest with me then.
I am.
No, because she's not going to take the kids upstairs with her to pump.
I never saw Sylvie this morning.
I don't understand why she would say that you were watching them when you weren't. There's just no reason for her to misinterpret that or to have that wrong.
I never had. And I swear on my grandfather's grave that is dead right now. Okay. That was a Tazewell County Sheriff. Mm-hmm. I swear to God.
Okay. I want you to understand that if anything did happen and you made a mistake by not being fully transparent and honest with me,
yes,
it makes it look like you're hiding stuff from me.
I swear.
If you were watching her and like an accident happened or something like that, I don't want you to just completely. I can see how you would want to distance yourself from.
She texted me and told me what she said.
Okay, can I see that text?
Yes, you can. Can I?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
I've been doing these cases for a while.
Yes.
The cases where people are communicating on like
social media and text and all that.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. When people are trying to get their story straight, that's when they have something to hide. I'm not gonna play games.
I understand.
And I'm only gonna give you limited amount of time where it looks like you guys are trying to cover your butts.
Okay.
Or where you're actually just gonna be open and honest with me.
Okay.
Just based on the context of the text message, it looks like she accused you of doing something. What did she think you were lying about?
She wanted me to tell you that I had Sylvie, because she said in the text, it said, I told her that you had Sylvie for like 10 minutes while I pumped, from what you said, and I told her, I said, I'm not lying. I'm not covering you. You had her. I'm not. I didn't see her until I went up and got her out of the grave. call 911. Right there. Oh, sorry.
Alright, here.
Yes.
So why is it that at 2:30 you felt the need to text her that there's no do not even start to pretend like you're surprised.
I promise. I swear.
Okay. Before we even start going down this road, if there was like a text message that's deleted or anything like that, we'll be able to recover that. So don't you worry.
Okay.
But you're lying. I can tell just based off of your reaction to that.
I promise. I did not see her today. She texted me.
Okay.
And it's deleted, obviously.
Is this through Facebook or is this
That's through text message.
Through text message.
As the detectives' questioning continued, the boyfriend maintained his innocence, prompting detectives to re-interview the woman, this time determined to get the truth out.
Yeah.
If it...
Will you go take her phone? Tell her as evidence.
We're gonna need your phone.
Yeah, no problem.
No, you're okay. So this is gonna be evidence, just so you know. That's why we're taking your phone, just so you're aware. And my body camera's on.
Some of my coworkers were watching the interviews just like while I'm talking to you guys, and noticed that you guys were like texting back and forth and stuff. And so I asked him about, you know, what you guys were talking about. He like showed me basically the text thread, and there were 2 messages in there that it had said like wifey unsent or like my wife unsent.
Yeah, it was me asking him if he was okay.
Okay. Like you had sent a message and then he said like, oh well, I told them that I wasn't with her, I didn't see her at all. And then you sent another message to him. What were those saying?
Just that she was down there with him. Because I told him that what I was telling you.
Okay. What made you unsend that message?
I was just scared.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if I was supposed to even be texting him or not.
I definitely have a lot of concern when people are like when I meet with a couple and they're like discussing like I'm telling the police this, like what are you telling the police? Like it looks like you guys are trying to like get your story straight.
Yeah.
And I don't understand like in this instance why you guys would be, you know, trying to make sure that you're telling me the same thing if what you're telling me is the truth.
Just because he told me that he didn't see her, so I was asking him basically.
Okay. He's claiming that when you went upstairs to like shower and pump that Sylvie must have already been upstairs in bed.
No, because I had put her behind him, so maybe he didn't notice.
Okay.
I don't know, because whenever he's on his game, he's just zoned out.
Okay.
Which sometimes it scares me to even put the kids down there, but
99.9% of the times we're able to like recover those kind of messages. So it'll show me whether or not that's what you sent him.
Right.
If either one of you guys made a mistake and an accident happened in the home, it'll come out eventually.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good way to go about those kind of situations. So.
Yeah. Well, I will say though that I did swallow her with a blanket, but there was nothing over her face, nothing.
I am not trying to say like that it would be a like positional or like a swaddling kind of a thing. I more so get concerned like, did somebody get overwhelmed with her and drop her, or did somebody, you know, and that's more so what I'm looking at. I just didn't want you to misinterpret like when I'm saying somebody.
I know that my mom's friend's son passed away from swaddling too, but I was just scared to say that because I didn't want swaddling to be like
with her age development, or with her age and her level of development, swaddling wouldn't be something that I'd be concerned about. There can be issues with newborn babies that can't get their arms or legs out of there or anything like that.
She always
if she's crawling and standing up on stuff, pulling herself up on stuff, that tells me that it's not going to be something where she's swaddled and can't, you know, get out of the swaddle. Okay, let me grab him and then I will grab my notebook and then we'll get you guys out of here.
Thank you.
Yep.
2 days later, an autopsy revealed abrasions on the inside of the baby's upper lip and frenulum, consistent with pressure being applied to the baby's face. It was later confirmed that the little one's cause of demise was asphyxiation, eliminating the possibility of an accidental cause. Later, in an interview, the woman broke down and confessed to pressing a plush toy over the baby's face in frustration, a confession that matched every painful detail in the report.
Okay. So, at this point, you're under arrest. Go ahead, I'm gonna have you turn around, okay?
Okay, can I just go tell my mom? Can I talk to her?
We will let her know. I'd rather not have you in handcuffs in front of your kid, even with him being a baby.
Okay, do you know how long I'll be there?
You'll see a judge and then he'll have to decide as far as like releasing you, okay?
I'm just scared.
I understand. You'll have to see a judge.
And will that be today?
No. I can't tell you exactly. I'm not sure when the next hearing will be.
I just wanted to give them a kid.
I don't think that that's the last thing you're gonna want to be.
Later, prosecutors revealed evidence that another child in her care had previously suffered a broken arm, with inconsistent explanations given. The judge denied her bail, citing the risk she posed to other children, including her own infant son. The woman was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The killer couple couldn't hide their crime for long, just like how Stephanie failed to cover up her negligence that resulted in the loss of a child's life.
Please, no, nobody back there. No, nobody.
I think that Charles overdosed.
No, he didn't overdose.
I prayed with your daughter over your grandson. Charles is over there alone. In a bag.
On the morning of March the 30th, 2024, Dayton dispatchers received a heartbreaking 911 call stating that a child had passed away quietly in his sleep.
Child in his sleep. He went to sleep as he is. Please come, please.
Okay, ma'am. What is going on with your child?
He laid down, went to sleep, and I was on the couch with him. Me and my he's my grandson, and Baby won't wake up. He's cold as ice. His nose was bleeding. I wiped his nose, and he didn't move.
Okay, ma'am, how old is he?
5. I was babysitting him, and he's cold as ice. He's cold. He won't move.
There's no breathing at all or anything?
No, nothing at all. Oh, please. I called his mom. She's on her way. Oh, God. Is somebody coming?
Yes,
Somebody
Stephanie. As soon as we could come on, we had help on the way, okay?
Okay.
We're going to do what we can to help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Officers rushed to the scene and identified the boy as 5-year-old Charles Anthony Brown. Paramedics tried desperately to save him, but it became heartbreakingly clear. Charles was already far too gone. But little did officers know that they would soon encounter the culprit themselves, hiding like a wolf in sheep's clothing and in plain sight.
Hey, Steph. When was the last time you saw him?
15 minutes ago,
No. When was the last time you saw him moving?
He went to sleep, and then we all went to sleep. And I slept on
What time was that?
About, I can't remember, about, I guess 10 or 11 so.
10 or 11 last night? Yeah.
Does he have any health issues or anything?
No, he wasn't, nothing.
Okay, and you said you saw him last night?
Yes, about 10, 11, he went in that position, and then that's where he was at, and then I seen some.
So when you saw him, he was sleeping?
No, I got up this morning, I wiped his nose, and something coming out his nose.
Okay, so about
And
10
I
this
wiped it,
morning?
the stuff is still in the toilet. I put it in the toilet, I didn't flush it. And then he didn't move. He didn't move. And I called his mama.
And how old is he?
5. Oh, his mama's coming.
Is this brother and sister?
Yes, his twin.
They're twins?
Yes.
How old are they?
5.
5.
Oh.
Okay. And how was he?
3.
3?
Oh, he had nosebleeds, but that's it. That's it. He had no nosebleed.
The officers turned to the boy's grandmother, 58-year-old Stephanie Shanks, who was babysitting the 3 grandchildren while their mother was at her job. But before they could dig any deeper, the child's mother arrived at the heartbreaking scene.
Why?
Sorry, you can't go inside right now.
I can't go inside.
Come here. Please,
I just want to see my baby. Please.
No. He said we're not letting her in.
Oh my God.
We'll have to talk to her. Huh? We'll have to talk to
He
her.
woke up like this. I don't know. Oh my God. Please let me go see my baby.
Number 4 premature, is that correct?
32 weeks, yes.
Okay. Any other medical issues?
No.
No complications?
No,
or anything?
none.
Thank you.
No.
I'm sorry.
My baby gone.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, no, put me back there. No, put him back there. No, put him back there.
Grandma put him down in bed 10, 11 last night. That's when she last saw him out here sleeping on the couch. This morning before she called, she said he had she described it as a bloody nose. Wiped it up. The tissues are still in the toilet. And noticed he wasn't responding. Called 911. Just kind of looks like he aspirated.
Does everyone live here or Grandma just babysit?
Grandma watches the kids every weekend, she says.
Okay.
She was sleeping on the couch with the 2 boys. And she said the girl was asleep in the bed.
She was sleeping on the couch?
During a thorough search, investigators uncovered a disturbing clue, one that pushed Stephanie straight into the interrogation room.
10 or 10:30 or 11, something like that. Little Charles came and said, "Grandma, I'm tired, I'm sleepy." I said, "Well, get up on the couch and lay down and go to sleep."
What did he look like when he said I was tired?
He didn't really look, he looked tired in the eyes, but he didn't look like, nothing I would notice.
Was he acting weird? Was he stumbling or maybe nodding off?
No, he was just tired, just moving slow.
He wasn't nodding off?
No.
Okay. Can you help me understand all the straws and stuff that are laying around? And the white powder and substances that are laying around?
Well, that was from me doing boy earlier then, but it wasn't me doing boy now.
Okay. You doing boy earlier as in when?
Friday.
And just for clarification, boy, right?
When on Friday were you doing it?
That morning.
That morning?
Before they got here.
What, around what time?
About 7. I had it at night, but I did it that morning. But I didn't know I had to watch the kids. I thought I had to watch them at...
I get that, yeah. You thought you had an extra day.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I did it.
After Stephanie admitted to using substances and the officers gathered their evidence, they laid out what they believed really happened.
I think that Charles overdosed.
No, he didn't overdose.
That's my suspicion. All right, now we're gonna find out some more when he goes to an autopsy. All right, we're gonna find out some more from his blood results.
But it wasn't nothing in there when he went in the bedroom. I had did it all. It was nothing but dust on his thing. That's all that was on there.
So when was he in there?
He wasn't in there. He was not in there. The little girl, she went in there late that night. It was gone in. Mm-hmm. And it was all off the straws and everything. I licked the straws because I didn't have no money. Mm-hmm. That's why I did that.
When did you lick the straws?
3 days before.
3 days before?
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, there was residue in the cigarette pack that you had with the straw on the table.
But it wasn't nothing in the cigarette pack. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. It wasn't nothing.
And here's the thing, I know that there might not be very much or not an amount that you would ever pay for or not an amount that you would consider to be anything, but you and I both know that to an adult, someone who uses regularly, that's that's going to be a different amount than someone who's small. Now, you might have had it on your fingers, you might have had it on that table, you might have had it on other things. But the thing is that you regularly have on that apartment. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's accurate.
Yeah. And
But
go ahead.
But it wasn't nothing in there, but dust in there. But how could dust even do anything to him?
And so when we say it's not that we are talking about from the 90s. There's so many different forms of opioids that people, and ultimately we will probably find out that this is some type of. So you don't have to have grams, micrograms, especially for someone who is only 30 pounds. It's a huge amount. If we find that there's some.
If you find.
Correct. If we find in his body, would you agree with me that your actions are played? Okay. We're going to do all that. We're going to pull his blood and we're going to identify what substances are in his body. Okay. But I can tell you that he didn't just this morning. Based on how he looked, his body had already started to decompose. He had been for some time.
The investigator questioned Stephanie about where she obtained the substances, but her reluctance to share information raised even more suspicion.
You want to give me some more information about Greg?
Well, I don't know him that well.
How did you get hold of him?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here's kind of what's going to change my opinion about you, okay? And I'm just going to be real honest, all right? Because I saw your daughter's broken heart when she saw her deceased, her son, who had been for hours, okay? I saw your grandson who had been for hours.
On your phone, who is Bonk HD?
I don't know who that is.
And you called somebody named Bonk/HD.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
You called him 4 times yesterday between 7:40 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Level, I don't care about your habit. What I care about is Charles is over at the coroner's office right now.
When I hear about some of the autopsy.
Well, he's right?
Yes.
He's
yes.
In your apartment.
Yes.
Okay? So if we're gonna sit in here and talk, I want you to be truthful about things, or walk out that door.
Okay. I just looked at the phone. You text Bonk HD as well.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
The what?
To buy. You're really starting to make me mad again. The store's always open. Like he's totally been done a phenomenal job telling you that you can walk out here anytime. You buy with Bonk HD. You're lying.
Despite the horrifying fact that her grandson passed away because of her dangerous addiction, Stephanie stubbornly refused to betray her supplier, but officers were determined to break down her defiance.
You being dishonest is not going to get you anywhere. There is a child.
Your grandbaby. For God's sake. I prayed with your daughter over your grandson. Your grandson, and you're lying about buying drugs. Are you kidding me? Do you love your grandbabies?
No.
Do you? Then prove it. Or walk out that door.
Consistently you lie. And then we have to confront you with what we know, and then you tell us the truth. It doesn't matter. There's a baby. There's a baby. And you for trying not to get yourself in trouble. But we have to look at this. That is your grandson lying there on the couch. Look at that.
No.
Look at that.
No.
Because of your actions, and you're still sitting here trying to deflect the truth.
No, I'm not.
These lights are on.
No.
The truth will come out in this room. Someone will be held responsible for this child. It's unacceptable. And what frustrates me the most is that you are unwilling to take accountability for what has happened. You have given us partial truths. That's not okay.
Here's the thing. At the end of this, my partner and I, you, whenever you're done, we're gonna walk out of this room, all right? We're gonna go back to our families, all right? Charles is over there alone, in a bag. And tomorrow morning, my partner and I are going to come in here on Easter morning, Resurrection Day, and we're going to watch the examiners examine your grandchild's baby, your grandchild's body. All right? I'm not worried about people getting in trouble and all this. All right? What I'm worried about is the truth, and actions have consequences. You know that. That's why you've been lying to us.
No, I've been lying because I didn't want to get nobody in trouble.
What's more important to you? Someone getting in trouble, or the fact that your grandson is dead? Then prove it, or walk out that door. Prove it, or walk out. Or we can close this door, and we can talk about the truth for the sake of Charles over there, who's alone. What do you want to do?
Finally, the pressure broke her down, and Stephanie revealed the heartbreaking details of how addiction claimed a life right under her watch.
He's my regular drug supplier.
He's your regular drug supplier. So I can ignore what you said about Greg at the store? That was a lie? Okay. So yesterday you had the kids?
Yes.
And you had got some in the morning before they were there?
Yes.
But then you tried to get more?
Yes.
What was different that you were trying to get more?
Because
and the kids were there?
Because I wasn't feeling too good. I wasn't feeling well.
Like dope sick?
Yeah.
You know, science takes a minute, right?
Yeah.
So when we get those results, when we get your results and it says that, you know, that you have maybe some in your system, you're not going to be surprised, right?
No.
When we find that in the system, what are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell Charles?
That I had my fault. I killed him.
A post-mortem toxicology report ruled the grandson's cause of death as intoxication by illegal substances. Stephanie Shanks pleaded guilty to felony, involuntary manslaughter, and endangerment charges. As a result, she was sentenced to 4 to 6 years behind bars.